Yeah, so we're gonna watch the Primarch tier list that Adric did, Adeptus Ridiculous, and see if we agree with them. I would love to hear your guys' opinions while we watch. And I feel like I won't have too much of an opinion because I only deep dove into like 2 or 3 of them. But I think the 2 or 3 I know about, I'll have very strong opinions on, you know? Okay, let's start. Yeah. Yeah, Angron and Sanguinius, I think are the only 2 that I've deep dived. I've just heard rumblings of the others.
To another episode of the Adeptus Ridiculous podcast. My name is DK Diamantes. His name is Bricky.
This is one of the newer ones with the new art. I think this is like the newest one that I've watched. Look at how cute all their art is. Aw. Wait, this newer art is so cute. I really like it.
And what's that? Kyrios here again. We'll tell you more about it soon. But right after these words from not quite our sponsors, if you enjoyed today's episode of the podcast, feel free to maybe support us over at patreon.com/Adeptus Ridiculous, where you can get access to the Discord, bloopers if they happen. The $15 tier gets you access to all of our posters in crispy HD digital format. It's a hoot. There is a
one on the bottom right is crazy.
Boy, I am so ready for Bricky to see, but more on that later.
Wait, I have a question, a side question that's not related to Warhammer at all. Are you guys subscribed to any Patreons? If so, how many? I've never subscribed to one. I've always wanted to, but I feel like it's a slippery slope that I'd subscribe to one and then without realizing it, I'd be subscribed to 10 and like I wouldn't be able to afford it. Like, how do you pick? Do you like cycle every month or something so you can like catch up on stuff? I think it's a really good way to support people though. But I'm curious like what makes it worth it for people. I'd love to know your thoughts.
Patreon.com/Adeptus Ridiculous.
Awesome.
Bricky,
I'm gonna also we got like an ad to run. So Shy, here you go, rolling it.
Hello, Adric viewers.
Whoa,
this video is sponsored
Flesh
by the fantastic earbuds over at
Flesh
Raycon.
in my
These
podcast
earbuds provides you top-notch quality audio at half the price of the big guys. This is also the brand.
Does anyone have
upgraded
Raycons?
version of their everyday earbuds?
I've always wanted to try them.
The best time for you to pull the trigger and give them a shot. They have great gel tips for a very easy fit. They fit the widest range of ears out there and have tons of different kinds of sound styles to choose from. Whenever we listen to audiobooks,
oh, that purple color is so pretty though.
These are the earbuds I use basically every day, and if you want to check them out yourself, you can go down to buyraycon.com/Adaric to get 20% off your order and free shipping. So click the link in the description, buyraycon.com/Adaric to get yourself a pair today.
Don't have any?
20% off and free shipping. Thank you for sponsoring this video.
Cool, we're back.
You know, you could have told me there was an ad. I would have sped that up a little bit if you need. I just
cut my part out. It's easy.
Oh, okay.
It's little stuff.
Okay.
Cool. Oh yeah. Also, I forgot. So he's graduated from the walls,
Oh my
right?
god.
Kyrios? No, he's still in there.
I don't know that we're ready for that, Steph. I think just a temporary. I've just got my face sticking out for some fresh air, and then I'll go back in.
Who is this?
Why would you?
Who is this? A beautiful accented individual. Kyrios? I don't know who he is. British guy jump scare. British guy jump scare. What the fuck? I'm obsessed. Bring him on. Keep talking.
Why wouldn't you try to take this relationship seriously?
So
it's quite a commitment already, right?
You have to understand where my head is. When you said, "Oh yeah, my head's just kind of sticking out of the wall," my first thought was, "Big brother, help! My head's stuck in the wall," and it just went downhill from there.
Holy fuck, I'm laughing because that was my same thought. When he said that, I was like, oh, not gonna mention that. I don't know anything about this guy. Holy shit, I'm crying. British co-host that does monthly episodes? Shit, I should watch some of the new ones apparently. I'm behind the times, I don't know what's happening.
So...
That actually does not surprise me at all. I don't know whether you'll be glad to know that or not. I think probably by this point you're just assuming that I would guess that you would go that way, but you've made it. You're there.
Everyone
Truly
has
you've made it.
beards.
A part of me is proud that you know me so well, and then there's a part of me that's like, yikes, that's me.
That's so true.
I
So
mean, you got to make the best
Oh
of it, right?
God, when people know you too well, it's a little spooky.
So speaking of making the best of it, so today, normally you might be like, Dad, Rick, Kirioth is supposed to come out once a month. I can't handle 2 weeks in a row of Kirioth, but this time around, because we have finally, it only took us 2+ years to get through all the Primarchs in Warhammer. Why not do a Primarch tier list? And it just kind of felt wrong to leave Kirioth out of this one because he also brings in some thought process and expertise that I and definitely DK do not have.
What do you mean, definitely not? What is that? Why am I catching strays? What happened?
Expertise is putting it so strongly as well. There's a lot of heavy lifting going
What
on
do
with
you
that
mean,
word.
definitely not me? I have skills.
If Kirioth can catch strays, so can you. All right, we're equal opportunity.
That's
in
fair.
This podcast.
That's fair.
You know, that's fair,
also,
actually.
Shy makes a good point. You're not catching strays. She's shooting you in the face.
That's true. Shy has the gun pointed right at my nose, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't care." Boom.
So Shy has a couple
Oh my God,
rules that she
Shy.
wanted to do in terms of the whole episode.
Place your
particularly-
bets, live chat, on how long it takes us to absolutely forget these rules and just do our own thing.
Oh, like
Well, let's
10
see.
minutes.
DK, would you like to read Shy's rules since you're catching
10
strays like this?
minutes.
Yeah, sure. So, we are doing Primarch tier lists. For these lists, I propose instead of having one list we argue about, we each have our own list based on our own metrics. Like, who are the most interesting Primarchs personally to you, best written, overall popularity in the community, important in universe. I say each pick their own basis for giving grades and stick to them. I propose we go with Primarchs one by one. Each of us discuss where he goes on our personal list and why, and then move on to the next Primarch. Shy will be using her own metrics, which is murder. Who is the best based on amount of murder and also quality of murder? S tier goes to good murderers. F tier goes to, as she says, pussies. The results might surprise you.
Oh my God,
All
I
right,
love
so we're
Shy.
doing 4 tier lists out of
I'm
this
obsessed
one.
with her.
3 individualized ones and 1 based on level of murder.
Yeah. I don't know what I want to base my tier list on. Like, I don't know what metric I want to...
Most
Yeah,
likely
how
to
would you pick
worship
that?
Catgirls? I don't know. I mean, it's really totally up to you.
Ooh, hey! Most likely to worship cat girls?
That's
Wow,
so
Kirioth.
specific.
Has been spending too much time in this podcast.
You know
We're
me
losing
quite
him.
well.
We're losing
Hey!
Shy gives me the energy of someone who works around a bunch of dudes all the time. Like, she's the tough bitch that lays down the law. And I don't know, there's like a certain type of energy when you're I don't know how to explain it, but girls will get a certain type of energy when and strength when they work with a bunch of dudes all the time. And Shy gives off that energy somehow without even speaking a word. It's so funny. She's snarky in the shorts she's doing. Wait, does she talk in the shorts? Or is it like how she edits them and stuff? That's so funny. I'll have to see.
All right, I'll have...
I've never heard her talk, but somehow I don't need to like feel the badassery from her. She's me. I mean, that's fine. Like, talk in whatever form, right? But like, I don't know. I'm not scared of her. I want to be her friend.
to buy you those Razer Cat Girl LED headphones.
Hey, don't shit on those. They're so
Oh,
cute.
I will wear them. I will wear them in videos. I don't care.
I love
used to
them.
do face cam streams, and I unironically wore them because I was a sad human being that
Okay.
wanted views more than anything.
Well, some
Okay, that's
things-
relatable.
Some things never change.
well, I guess I still am,
God.
but I don't wear the. So. What are we all? Let's get into our
Nice
list
gear switch
making
there.
fiasco. I'm gonna call it a fiasco because that's kind of how it's starting off, right? So
It fits
Bricky,
the vibe, doesn't it?
how are you ranking our Primarchs?
So, I mean, I feel like if you and Shy are going to be doing your own thing, I feel like one of us has to be the straight man here. Has to just kind of be like default loadout a general Primarch tier list. So I might just do this normally to have like a little bit of a metric.
I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's fair.
How about you? You're the wild card now.
I mean, for me, probably it's the most boring of whatever we go with. But for me, most relatable, I guess. Most like
No.
human.
Kiriath, no, you need to do which Primarch would make the best tank. Like which of these Primarchs, if converted into a tank, would be the best.
Oh my god, which one's the best Transformer?
That's cool. I
think
That's your list.
All right. I mean, considering that you are the vehicle guy. All right.
Which
Primarch,
Primarch would make the best tank?
All of their
if the Primarchs were Transformers, is what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Oh my god.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
That's literally what I just said. Tell me I shouldn't be a popular YouTuber. Literally what I just said.
And what would they transform into? That needs to be on your tier list too.
Okay, right.
Okay.
So apparently I'm doing a tier list of which ones would
You
worship
gotta get out of the way.
cat girls.
Thank you.
I mean, it was only like
here's
you
a better
do not
one.
have to do that. Do not.
There's a better one, DK. Which one would be the
This
best
image.
Twitch streamer? But like the cat. The
Wait,
cat girl,
wait, which one would be the best Twitch streamer? Would be very funny of a ranking though.
full headphone Twitch streamer.
Hey yo, which Primarch would make the best VTuber? Let's go, dude.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's topical. That's topical. Right
Yeah.
there.
Especially for you. That's super topical. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
So here we go. So we have a Bricky normal tier list, regular Primarch stuff. Shy, who is the best at murder, and specifically murder, not like warfare, murder. DK is which one would be the best VTuber. Kiriath is if these were Transformers, which would make the best like vehicle tank thing. All right.
Okay. We also talked about it earlier. Do we want S through F, or how many rows of this do we actually want?
I'm going SABC. I'm only gonna go with the 4.
Okay, SABC. So okay, let me just mark those off of the Oh, Shy's using all the letters. She's going S through F. I guess I'll keep all of them too. So we're all just gonna
spreads it out
So
more.
we're gonna start with Fulgrim.
You know what? I think we should go in Legion order.
Okay.
Oh, I don't. You're gonna have to tell me which one is first. And
Okay.
Mood.
this off, dude.
Mood.
Nothing.
Well, look,
Yeah.
I see the names. I know the names. I know what they're about. I don't remember which one's first and which one is.
Yeah, how would you remember
Maybe
that?
that's the
Because I
trick,
can't
not
count.
by just like making it alphabetical order. That would make it so much easier to keep track of. You know, Alpharius, First Legion. That would make it so easy. But no, they had to make it complicated, didn't they?
Yeah. Also, I
right.
did not realize that Lionel. I didn't realize that L. Johnson was one word. I thought it was like Lion, middle name E.L., last name Johnson, like J-O-H.
It's not.
What an incredible topical thing for you to say there, DK, because the First Legion is the Dark Angels, which are known to be Lionel Johnson.
Hey,
What
look
a
at me.
segue.
Wait, I thought it was
knew.
3-2.
See, I was just you're playing the straight man, I'm playing the yuckster. It's all an act. I'm not actually that stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case,
He's
Lionel
not
Johnson.
stupid.
I think there's a lot of interesting options here. You know what? I'm gonna read Shy's one this time around because you read
Yeah.
the thing
Start with
earlier.
hers. Sure.
So, L. Johnston, very killy. Killed a shitload of beasts on Caliban Tarzan style, killed people left and right during the Great Crusade, gaining notoriety as a wolf in sheep's clothing, because there was a crazy killer behind his aristocratic facade. Oversaw several genocides, personally like the Rangdan genocides, dueled Leman Russ and backstabbed him like a pussy, though, so that's -2. Beat the shit out of Konrad Curze, but then again, who didn't? Wanted to nuke Ultramar, which is a great idea for me personally, but didn't. After his return, he kind of mellowed down, but he did kill Angron 1v1, which is neat. Overall, pretty killy, but kind of flip-flopped a lot for my taste, so B rank. L. Johnson, the B rank for murder.
B rank for murder? I might at least give him an A. Like, I feel like he's not S
he
tier
killed
for the
Angron.
reasons that you mentioned.
Wow.
Like, if he had nuked Ultramar, he'd be S tier on my list forever and always, right? But still very killy. I feel like he's an A, right? For killy?
This is Shy's ranking. I would have put him in A because he was like the Emperor's exterminator and all that kind of stuff. But he did flip flop, and he has mellowed out. He has chilled his ass out a lot. With
That's true.
You know,
and
that's
if you're going
true.
straight murder, not nuking a planet, that is a lot less murder than you could have committed. So
It's true.
That really takes it down a notch. Like it has to,
back.
surely.
Shell's response to our conversation about this: "Don't fucking mansplain murder to me."
That's true. We're only
Oh my god.
students.
Oh my fucking god. Don't fucking mansplain murder to me. It's just 10 out of 10. See, that's what I'm saying. She has a certain type of energy, and I can't explain it, but it's the energy of another girl that ends up being surrounded by a bunch of dudes a lot. It's that badassery, sarcastic energy. God, I love her.
Students in the master.
Yeah, we're students of the game. Shy was born in it. You know?
You know what? All right. I think this is the way we should go.
That's so funny.
It should go top to bottom. So every time it's a new Primarch, it'll go Shy, DK, Kirioth, and then I'll round it out with like a normal opinion.
Okay.
I'm gonna start anytime like dude friend tries to explain something to me, I'm just gonna start saying, don't fucking mansplain XX to me. Don't fucking mansplain Valorant to me. Don't fucking mansplain mowing the lawn to me. Like, I don't know what they're gonna tell me, but I'm just gonna use it. I'm gonna use it all the time. Thank you, Shy.
All right, DK, you're up.
I don't know about you, but I think Lionel Johnson would make an absolutely terrible VTuber. Like he's
I agree.
Just a good leader. Now, well, I don't know, like early Lionel would be like a rage tuber and he'd play like a lot of like ragey games like Super Meat Boy and then just like being like annihilate his screen and yell at all the chatters and just be like
God.
a rager.
Yeah, which would be good.
Current
People like that for some reason.
Like, you know, I could see him being a pretty solid, you know. Yeah, he would, like, early day Lionel Johnson would totally say slurs and like try and hack you for sure.
I feel like
that really
go after
angry
your
lead
family.
streamer.
I feel like he wouldn't even understand. I feel like he just like why am I doing this? This is stupid. why don't I show my own face so they can have fear, so they can be frightened
my
about
God.
me? I don't know.
Well, he would
was
be
it Tyler
like
One?
one
Was
of
that
those
his name?
Demon tubers, right? That
Oh my
that
God.
has like the they have like the normal face, and then they have a toggle where it just like opens up, and it's just like this gaping maw from the depths of hell.
Oh my
That's
God.
just like spewing out eyeballs and blood everywhere, and just staring into your soul. He'd probably be that, you know, just to make everybody mad. But like current Lionel, he'd probably just be a normal, like, I guess I'm gonna chill on Minecraft today, everybody. And just be very kind of, you know. I mean, you're not gonna have
so
like
where are you
a
putting him?
B.
B it is. That's the
Oh.
second B. All right.
B's across the
Kirioth.
board.
Remarkably consistent so far. Also, I almost choked to death twice there. First, I just wasn't, even though we discussed it beforehand, I wasn't ready for the Lionel Johnson if he was a VTuber. I just wasn't ready for that intro at all.
I am so glad you said it when you did, because I was literally about to take a sip of my drink and I would have spit it out. Go ahead.
It got me in a bad way. All right. So, big thing with the Dark Angels. They've got a very sort of, they've got like a sort of knightly look, haven't they? There's it's kind of like a proper knightly order. They literally have fortresses, all that sort of thing. Really, if you're gonna properly embody that, even though we're talking, you know, mechanized type vehicles, it would have to be some sort of trebuchet. Good, but not quite good enough for the time that he's in, I think. Did you ever see the film Battleship? And if the answer is yes, I'm really sorry, because it's
Oh God, the
awful.
Liam Neeson boat one.
Oh yeah, terrible film.
Oh my God,
really bad.
I think I saw it, but I like erased it from
I don't
my
watch
mind.
movies.
It's
I've never
honestly
even heard
hard
of
not
it.
to. It's like the body tries to reject it when you try and think about what actually
Yeah.
happened in that film.
It had like weird robo tentacles and stuff, and the battleships had to like fight them or something.
It was a whole mess. World War II battleship versus aliens, and obviously the battleship wins 'cause it's a battleship. But the alien ship had this weird thing where instead of just firing like normal guns, it wound up big balls like full of spikes and stuff, and then launched them at people. I reckon Lionel Johnson, that sort of thing, trebuchet style warfare, but tracked massive armor, not a real tank, just something that wants to be old school and also grimdark at the same time. Fun, but horrendously impractical. So also a B. Also a B.
Oh man,
stylish, but not necessarily properly functional.
Okay.
Lion's the one kind of catching strays now, getting thrown into the B tier. From
I wish I could continue that specific concept, but I'm probably not going to in this situation. From a regular perspective, I think Lionel Johnson is pretty okay during the Heresy era, but he's a bit one note. He's very much like the absolute just pure murderer of anyone the Emperor deems uncool, and he's constantly like he's kind of like chafed often about a lot of how everyone else acts, and he's just a real dick. But
we hate that.
Yeah, like he's just a real asshole. But then he comes back in Son. Like I would honestly agree. I would put him in B normally with the rest of you, but I think Son of the Forest throws him up to an A for me. I think having him come back and have to deal with the ramifications of some of his actions, and also be this like savior to his sons that have been chased their whole lives by his other sons is just it's interesting. It's an interesting dynamic. So I'll be honest. I have to be a little bit more of a. I think he deserves A now. I think he's moved his way up.
Yeah, I see the argument.
Honestly, like with no other weird stipulations or anything, if I was just like, oh, how is he as a yeah, I'd put him at A, specifically like you said, because Sons of the Forest was really good, and it painted him in a very good light. And he is still a stone cold killer, despite being, a little old.
That's true. All right. Yeah. Second Legion. Ha 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 ha.
Who's the Second Legion, Bricky?
Whoever you want it to be.
S tier.
Oh,
Alpharius,
huh?
Yep.
S tier it is.
Oh, yeah. I get it now.
You can't tell me that
I was like, is this like one of the legions that doesn't exist, that was wiped from memory? No, Alpharius, I see. He was used as and thought like a weapon. Now he's chilling, trying to be better. I feel like we can appreciate a good redemption arc, If Angron's a nice man raised in the wrong environment, Lion's the opposite. Not nice man raised in... Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. 2 and 11? Oh. Then why are they talking about Alpharius? I'm also tempted to get a snack while we watch this.
Alpharius would make an amazing
DK, you
streamer.
fucking
But I feel like I shouldn't...
The Second Legion is the erased Legion.
Oh, I was right!
What does that
Okay.
mean?
I just didn't listen
They
long
just don't
enough.
exist?
Yeah, no, there isn't one.
I
At least there was one, but there isn't
No,
one.
so-
I can't do this. I can't
Look,
do this.
look, I knew. I was
DK,
just...
buddy!
No, wait, hey, let me explain. There might be some new viewers to Adric that have never seen an episode, and they don't know this yet.
I mean, that's
And
fair, but I don't think they'd start with this
I have
episode.
always been
Probably not.
the voice of the voiceless, so I just want to make sure that they get it. They might not know. I knew. I was just making... So what's the next Primarch? Kirioth, what's the next Primarch? I don't think Bricky's gonna talk to you again.
Stream, I'm
Oh my god, the image.
I genuinely thought we were making an Alpharius joke because he's like, he's so sneaky. Kirioth.
It's okay. It's fine. It's all right.
Kirioth, what's
Also,
the
can you
next
imagine
one?
if this is the first episode someone chooses? That is a hardcore way to enter this podcast.
It's so
That is a
true.
legendary move by them.
To be
and
fair,
I
tier
salute
lists
it.
get pushed by algorithms more. This
true.
might be.
It's true. Welcome. And yeah. So
This might actually be.
All right.
I mean, it could be, but I doubt it.
Dun, 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 Kirioth.
Fulgrim.
Oh.
Emperor's Children, buddy. Emperor's Children.
Fulgrim.
All right. Shy, you start us off. Fulgrim, you DK, you read
I'm
this
trying to
one.
remember what I know about Fulgrim.
Primarchs killed Ferrus. He definitely got ahead of that one. And multiple clones. Killed Guilliman, forcing him to be resurrected by Eldar, god of death. Killed Perturabo by draining power from him to ascend to godhood, forcing Perturabo to become demon Primarch to avoid death. Generally not very killy, preferring sex before marriage, which isn't cool. Got killed by some rando tin can with a pipe bomb. Still, considering the amount of Primarch kills, has to go S tier for murder.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Wait, he's killed 3? Question mark? 3 Primarchs? So this Primarch is probably the most, like, deadliest of Primarch. Like, has killed the most other Primarchs, I would think. Like, that's kind of crazy, no?
The amount of Primarch kills is definitely a good portion of this one.
And Shadow.
100%.
Fulgrim's got a body count, literally and figuratively.
Yeah. I do like how Shai says he got killed by some rando tin can with a pipe bomb.
Oh my god.
That's a little skimming the surface a little bit, you know, it is.
S tier for Mur is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go with that.
DK, how good will Fulgrim be at being a VTuber?
Bro, he would be S tier. Are you kidding me? This guy would play the game. Like, you could get him to do the Ara Ara. You could get him to do an Uwu voice. You could get him to post cursed memes. Like, oh my god. If Fulgrim had a model, it would be the most cursed thing ever. They'd have the craziest toggles. There'd probably be a nude toggle. There'd probably be a tentacle toggle. Like, Fulgrim would play the game. Although, I feel like Fulgrim, probably S, but I also feel like Fulgrim would be the quickest to get kicked off of, like, Twitch and become, like, a cringy IRL streamer or something.
True.
He'd be so controversial.
True.
There's no way that he wouldn't, after a few years, have some hefty, like,
drama
cancellation going on. There's just no way.
He would
for sure get kicked off of Twitch and be a kick streamer, right?
get canceled
I get canceled
quick.
so many times.
But he would never release an apology video. He would just, like, stand behind his debauchery.
I agree with that.
His hatred and But still, he'd probably be an S tier. He would definitely turn into a kick streamer that would,
That's
like,
what I said.
walk around the street with, like, their phone, and he might have a
Put
bodyguard.
me in for an episode. I'm
he'd
ready.
just be like, you suck, and then his bodyguard would come in, and that's fair, Shy. That's fair.
I think so.
Yeah, but S tier. It'd be one hell of a watch, but yeah, S tier.
I'm still reeling from all of that.
Yeah,
so,
drama queen. I agree.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. I don't like how accurate that feels. That's the problem. It feels too real and too, like, just something that occurs too much. It's not. It's like it's made its way into real life. I feel like Fulgrim would be an
this fucking tank.
terrible tank of any description.
Oh, really?
There'd be too much
I'm glad
ornamentation.
we were in the same mental thought process with that one.
Yep.
It would be bad. There would be a lot of guns, but they'd all be really, like, they would all be, like, massively ineffective. They'd either be all, like, too short ranged, or he would only have artillery and nothing else, but he would insist on being right on the front lines. It would be the kind of convoluted sort of design where no matter where you shoot it, somehow it gets bounced into a weak spot because he likes that sort of thing. It would just be a disaster from start to finish. Honestly, he would also cover it in spikes and flails and stuff. Like, he would have a bunch of melee-esque things going on, but he wouldn't have the armor to withstand any sort of close assault. So he's going F. He's going F tier.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I kind of thought that he would like, if he transformed into something, it would be literally a glass cannon, where it's like a super effective killy cannon, but, like, if you hit it right, the whole thing just shatters.
Yeah.
It would
But
also be
very, very good stopping power. But yeah.
But only once. Get one shot off, and then that'll be it.
If Tentacle Hentai was a person, it would be Fulgrim. That's so funny.
Mm-hmm. But again, glass cannon.
I agree, Rory. I agree.
Will absolutely F you up, though.
Once he gets in range.
Yeah.
So Fulgrim, I gotta be honest, I like Fulgrim. I think I've grown on Fulgrim a little bit. He's got some, I don't know if maybe it's like writer issue, but he has a lot of inconsistency. I think that Fulgrim as a character is definitely one of those people that's like, okay, you can get really fascinating with him and what he's into, and then of course he's got a ton of really important aspects between the Guilliman putting him in the stasis field, and then you have killing Ferrus Manus. He's got a lot of important stuff, but he's also written a bit strangely sometimes. I think there's just like different writers and that kind of jazz.
Could be, definitely could
but
be.
I probably would put Fulgrim in A as well. I actually think I would put Fulgrim about up there. I don't think I like really hate him or anything. I think he's got some great personality. That's the thing though, right? A Primarch is generally based on their personality as a character, and that's that's where you add a bit to it. So I like him. I think he's okay.
I think from a normal standpoint. Oh, go ahead, Curious.
I was just gonna say, I think if he was more consistent, he would be that step higher. But I think you're right with like different authors and stuff. He sometimes feels like he has conflicting personalities going on from book to book here and there. And
I could see that
come into like one cohesive bit. It's just like he just always is a little bit not quite like right compared to what he was
consistent.
Before, and I think you're right. I think he's just like not. He's good. He's just not the best good.
Yeah, he's. I think when you have a character that has such a level of personality, it can do really well, or sometimes not. And I think they mostly do well.
Yeah, I'd give him a high A because like he's really cool and he has a lot of like really dope stories that he's a part of. Like all the ones you said, and then there's the Rylanor thing. There's he's stuck in the painting. No, I'm not. That's just one of my kinks. So high A. He's cool. He's cool. I like him. He's
good, not perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Next up.
Okay, wait. I want animal crackers. Don't judge me. I'm not a kindergartner. I just like them. So I'm gonna eat some. You should tell me what is a nostalgic, like, childhood snack for you. Fulgrim reminds me of burnt out kid syndrome. He was fixated on perfection that it ruined him. Oh, that's it. I feel like that's a cool take. Hi, Matt. Applesauce, low key. That's a good one too. Okay.
The Fourth Legion. Oh God, Shy.
That is hideous.
wow. I knew they were doing that with cars. God. I didn't realize someone wrapped a tank like that. But yeah, that's the Fulgrim tank. All right, sure.
Wait. Okay.
Yeesh.
DK, I'm gonna have to ask you to understand which the Fourth Legion is. I don't.
You say the Fourth Legion.
He's typing. It's Perturabo.
Yeah,
I won't let him do it.
Warhammer. Wait. No. What do you mean? It was completely unrelated. It was completely unrelated. How did you hear that? You normally never hear my keyboard.
That's so funny.
It's because you were talking at the same time. You were doing the bit, but it meant that the key taps came through.
Oh, no.
Iron Warriors, Fourth Legion.
Damn it.
Shy, release your murder, and Kirioth will go on a line. You can read her murder opinions on good old Purdy.
Okay. Perturabo would arrive to the planet during compliance in the Great Crusade. He would say, "Tell them ruin has come to their world. Death, despair, and red war. Tell them their hopes and pride have come to nothing. Tell them their empty whispers fall upon deaf ears. Their gods are dead. Human reason has killed them. Tell them the angels of death have come. Tell them nothing can save them now." Killed Fulgrim.
Damn.
I know, hardcore. Killed Fulgrim, but he ascended to chaos right after that, so yeah. Killed his own people, cool. Killed his own sister, relatable. Was the only competent leader in the Horus Heresy and personally responsible for billions of deaths. Almost killed Rogal Dorn. Built an Iron Man suit with himself, but cooler because he actually used it to shoot people with giant machine guns. Purdy has to be at least A tier on the murder scale.
Yeah, that's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, no,
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with A tier.
He killed his own people?
I feel
That's
like he's not just
crazy.
like levels of murder, but he's pretty darn good with it. So A tier sounds pretty good. DK, I know this is not going to go well.
So look, I feel like there is a chance he'd be an okay VTuber because he'd probably have like a tricked out setup. Like his PC, like he'd have like the dual
Like
PC
that makes
setup.
you a good
He'd
streamer.
Have, like,
What
the
the
craziest
fuck?
model with the craziest toggles, and it'd be very great. But I feel like he would not be a good streamer. I feel like he would fall into that category of whoops. I said some very bad things, and nobody wants to watch me anymore. And why is everybody canceling me? I'm right. Genocide is great. All of you were wrong. So maybe as a V, he'd probably be in like F tier just because it wouldn't last long. It would be one hell of a setup, but I feel like he's another one that would probably smash his whole setup because he got mad because I don't know, Twitch decided to ban him for him being like, yeah, I murdered 20,000 people and I'd do it again, you pussies. Or something.
Oh my god, he would be the male VTuber that's like always rebranding to a new one. You know? Like he would be an indie and then rebrand to another indie and then go corpo and get kicked out in less than a year for some stupid shit. And then he'd be indie again and then he'd have to rebrand like multiple other times.
Something like that, you know?
He 100% has the energy of someone who would start streaming, 5 minutes in, start arguing with one person in the chat, and then never recover. But
Yeah, true.
Absolutely.
People would realize that he's easily upset by things like
Yes.
that.
Yes,
And
I
he
was
just
about
keep going.
Yeah.
I was about to say he's that guy that focuses on the one comment that was like, you're a boring streamer, and
Wait, is that called negging? When you like say something intentionally to get a rise out of someone? He would be like Captain Negging. I think it's negging. Is it negging?
he just gets so petulant about
It's not negging? God damn it. I thought that was negging. What's the word I'm thinking of? Negging is when you do a backhanded compliment to pick something up. Yeah, I mean, everyone would just be trolling him. It's just bullying. Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Would derail.
Dang it, I was
He'd
wrong.
Go off on like a racist tangent and then threaten to like dox and find your family or something. And it'd be like, all right, Perturabo, chill the fuck out, dude. Like you gotta yeah, maybe F tier streamer probably, or F tier VTuber. Yeah.
That being said, though, Kirioth.
I mean, if anyone on this list is S tier, it's got to be him, right? It's got to be him. I feel like he already has like a form in the. Well, I mean, technically, yeah, Shai's right. He's already a tank, and he already has multiple options covered. He's got long range. He's got short range. He's just basically the embodiment of what the Baneblade is.
What's
I mean,
the
he just
Baneblade?
He would be that. That's all he would be. And given that the Baneblade and the various, Bane and Sword chassis vehicles are arguably the best things in 40k, it's got to be S tier every single time. He's quality.
Imperial Guard giant tank. Okay, giant tank. Okay.
No,
Yeah, can't argue with that.
I honestly can't argue with that. There's only one other person that is an obvious S tier, and we'll get to him later. I mean, Perturabo's interesting. I'm trying to like differentiate how much I like Perturabo and how much I like Perturabo memes. Because like I like him, but I like him because he's just so petulant. And it's funny to me, but I don't know if it necessarily translates to him being written really well.
Oh, it's the biggest tank. Okay, damn.
He does have his moments though, like in the whole build up to Fulgrim draining a bunch of his vitality to make himself a demon primal.
Oh,
there's like a nice little sort of I don't know. It felt like there was a bit of a bromance going on there. There was a bit more depth than you got from him sometimes when he was largely just being sulky and upset about everything. Plus, is it being too petulant if he wants to make nice stuff and every time he makes something nice, someone goes, and now we're going to use this arena to cause a horrific rift amongst all of your brothers. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's maybe something there that justifies it a little bit, you know?
I would agree, but I'm also thinking like Iron Cage stuff, where he just kind of like leaves and he's like, "Come here, Dorn. You wanna do this, idiot? Come check out my big cage, and I'll laugh at like." He's just
okay. That's fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah.
It's just after reading his like book, he came off as a little bit of a little turbo tryhard. Like his whole arguing with like literally arguing with like a priest, like as like a teenager, and being like, gods don't make any sense because that's stupid and there's no logic to them. Like he actually argued like a Redditor. And
that's so funny.
Some people are like, that's points to make him better, and some people are like, that's points to make him worse, and it's a little tough.
Yeah.
For me, it's an argument between A and B, but I feel like I might put him in B, like top of B. I don't know if he fully gets there for me, but like, God, he's so funny. You know, I wonder how much of him is what a character he is based on the small joking bits of him versus like actually what a character he is. If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
okay.
No, I see that. I get that.
Okay.
That's an idea. All right, DK, 5th Legion.
Okay, before we go to the 5th Legion, I feel like I'm agreeing with a bunch of what they're saying and we're talking about it, but like I don't know these characters. Not intimately like this. I know the names and we've heard about some of them, but there's so many that I think I'm mixing up a lot of the details. But when they describe them and are ranking them, I'm like, okay, I think I remember this person, and yeah, I agree with it. I'll have more opinions when we get to a certain couple that I know better, but there's a lot, you know? Yeah.
So I've already stated I don't know the numbers. Like I know all of these people and stuff they do. I don't remember the numbers.
Loves bikes. How about
like
that?
who?
Absolutely.
Like the
that's
Tau?
gotta be Khan.
The Tau guy. A Khan, yeah. I wanted to check out Khan.
Scar, right? He's gotta be Mr. Khan.
He did it. Congratulations.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Nice timing.
White Scars in the Khan.
Hell yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I actually forgot that the 6th Legion was the Khan. The 6th one evaded me.
That is what we call getting godsmacked, my friend. That's
right.
karma.
That is karma.
In this one.
Go for it.
Khan, he's pretty high on the list since his when his dad, we'll go with that, was killed by a little typo, laugh at this user, was killed by a rival tribe. He as a child tracked that tribe down and killed every man, woman, and child and burned the place to the ground.
Shit.
He then conquered his entire planet by offering people 2 choices: surrender or I kill every single one of you. Those who refused were slaughtered and their heads displayed on pikes. He killed a shitload of people during the Crusade, and when Terra was under siege, when anyone whined about a hopeless situation, he kicked them out of the Imperial Palace to certain death for being a bitch. Overall, he's pretty killy, but not quite S tier, especially with 0 Primarch kills, so A tier it is.
Oh my god.
Fair.
Oh my god. Yeah, I want to learn about him. What the fuck?
Fair and
The
valid.
White Scars were referred to as the Laughing Killers, so I think that actually works out pretty well.
I go with that.
Wow.
I feel like he'd be a terrible streamer because he touched. Like Khan just seems like the person that touches grass too much, and you just, you know, like he's always out riding his bike.
Oh my god.
And he's always out like doing the sort of Khan thing, speeding around. He's got like lots of friends that he hangs out with, loves his boys, loves biking around. I feel like he touches too much grass. He's too cool with being outside and normal.
To be a good streamer, you need to be terminally online. That's why I'm not a good streamer.
Like he probably wouldn't understand how to stream. You know, he would do IRL travel streams. Yeah, but that's not the same as being like a VTuber or a streamer. Like he just touches too much grass.
You know,
like yeah, he would do
Khan would
IRL
do-
streams.
Khan
He would be
do
kind of
van
like
life. He would do van life, but like van life would be 130 miles an hour.
yes, and that would be great too. I don't know why. I love those like stealth camping van videos. I don't know
Dude,
what it
I
is
do
about them.
too. DK and I could be friends.
Yeah, I don't think he'd make a great like Twitch streamer though.
He's the
I
sort of
agree.
person who, like,
I'd put him in like
I agree.
the low C. Maybe not an F because there's potential, but no.
I feel like he would have a sort of channel that you discover whilst looking for something else. Where it's 1,000 videos, and it's like daily vlogs of just him on his bike, and each one of them has got about 10 views, and you end up watching all of them, and you're not really sure why. You're not sure why he's uploading them, because he's never directly talking to the camera. It's just there. It's just there as he goes around his daily life.
Sure.
I agree with
Great
this.
van life YouTuber, great IRL tuber, but as a streamer, he's probably low C.
This. I'll be honest. This is kind of difficult. I feel like just pure speed wise, surely he would turn it. Surely he would turn into something just absurdly fast. It's just whether it would also be good.
Why fast?
For some reason, I'm thinking literally the weird bike drones from Terminator Salvation. I don't know why I've apparently got terrible films on the brain at the moment, but I sort of have. That sort of extremely fast, very lightweight, very maneuverable. I'd probably A tier, some sort of flanking vehicle that does a lot of hit and run, is extremely maneuverable. Yeah, jet.
Speed is a thing.
Jet's
Okay.
a cool.
Just
Something not flashy,
Starscream.
effective. Yeah, basically.
Oh,
yeah.
Starscream's one of my favorites. If Khan goes hell
I remember.
Hell yeah.
Starscream, kind of.
Although he's not petulant. He's not a petulant, whiny baby enough to be Star.
Khan likes riding and going fast. Okay. Makes sense, yeah.
Starscream. That's kind of an insult to Khan, actually.
Yeah, he's very serious. I feel like he's quite like the straight man.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
You know, I feel like Khan is in the exact same thing as Perturabo. No, actually, maybe not like that, but the Khan, it doesn't have as much as I would like character wise. I think he's really neat. He's got a lot of great style and concepts, and I love his ability to not immediately make brash decisions and think like a normal fucking person, and just be fast guy with all of his not having to go out there for glory and craziness, but in a way that makes him not dull, but he just doesn't have a lot going on. I feel like he's got a little bit of a lack of lore sometimes.
Oh, really?
He's got his books and stuff, but he's not particularly fascinating about them. So I was kind of thinking B as well for Khan. He's not bad or anything, but he's just it's just a solid B. Khan's neat. Khan's interesting. For some people, he really does well for you. You really get into the Khan, but for some people, you really just don't get into the Khan.
I guess that could make sense.
He just needs just a little bit more. I think he needs a couple more stories that kind of show his internal strife.
Once he returns, I think Khan will prop himself up to an AS. But yeah, I think right now B is probably the best he's gonna get.
Just in need of more material overall.
A bit more material, a bit more material showing how he deals with conflict.
Yeah.
When the conflict does not involve him going really, really fast and murdering people at that same speed.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Disclosure, obsessive speed. Got that. He seems chill, but you think he hides his real intent. I could see that too. He's masking in some way. Live League streamer. Flame Scion, I feel like I don't know why your message got deleted, but he roasted Fulgrim after he challenged him to a 1v1. There's a theory he's in the webway fighting D. Eldar by just going really fucking fast. That's so funny. Okay, who's next?
Right, number 7.
Number 7.
Six?
No, 7.
Yeah, who?
7, right?
Okay, 5.
Oh crap! 6. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, I thought Colin was 6.
I thought we were on 6. My bad. Yeah.
That's
6.
okay. I still don't know who
6
6 is.
Now 6.
Who's 6? I know who 7 is.
Who's 7?
Okay,
7's Mortarion, right? That's the.
Oh my God, Kirioth, Chai.
Oh, no. Oh,
put him in a goddamn
Thanks,
trunk of
Mama.
a car off a cliff.
No, really? He's not. I thought it was.
No, it's fine. No, just it's fine. It's
We'll just move on. Number six. Good God, get us out of here.
Leman Russ, the Space Wolves.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say if six was
Space Wolves.
Mortarion, I would have flipped shit.
Leman Russ, the Space Wolves. DK,
Okay.
you're up.
Space Wolves.
I need to learn about them too.
Actually, I think he'd make a great streamer.
You Dumbo. Read Shy's thing.
Listen. All right. Anyway, Shy says Russ, absolute madman, opens up with 2 lost Primarch kills, which puts him right into S tier immediately. But he doesn't stop there, as he also pulls a Bane backbreaker on Magnus, stabbed Horus, defeated Angron. Aside from Primarch casualties, he was a ferocious warrior and kicked a lot of ass left and right, so S tier it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Russ is definitely an S tier murderer. I don't think that's
I didn't realize he was such a murderer.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean that's pretty clear. It's Leman Russ of all the people.
For sure. Yeah.
Also those
legend.
first 2 Primarch kills are allegedly. Allegedly. Theorized.
Yeah.
But still, what he did on Prospero and backbreaking Magnus and all his other, like, even if he didn't kill those first 2 Primarchs, he is still
I need to learn about Leman.
up there in S tier.
I
Regardless.
mean, as moves go, that's just a hell of a thing to just pull off in general. Like a lot of the, when it comes to Primarchs fighting Primarchs, a lot of like sword play, a lot of being outwitted, outfoxed, just straight up lifting a guy and snapping his spine on your knee that's like a level above, I reckon.
Yeah.
Even if
and not
Magnus did
just
cheat.
a guy either. Like, that's Magnus.
Yeah.
Magnus is fucking huge.
Yeah, he's massive.
Like, that's like a mouse picking up like a 200-pound dumbbell. Like, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's fun to think that like he was just basically,
Holy
hey,
shit.
this guy likes magic, so I've covered my armor in things where he can't do magic. Now he's gonna get in the ring, and I know I'm gonna win that battle.
Wow.
All right.
Acts like a savage but has a good heart. The opposite of Lionel Johnson. That makes sense. He was the Emperor's personal executioner. Oh, fuck. Okay.
So VTuber.
I actually feel like he would make a great
I think so.
VTuber. Because he would just, I feel like he's such a wild, like, party animal dude that, like, everybody would be attracted to him. And he would do his stuff, like, drunk out of his mind. Might be to his detriment, because once he gets drunk out of his mind, he might say a few questionable things. But I think overall, pretty valorous, pretty honorable, drunk party dude. I think he'd be a phenomenal streamer.
Yeah.
I think he'd have
Oh my
probably
God.
a pretty
He would have a
boring
fur.
persona for his
Yeah.
VTuber, but it would be like really well done. So I'm gonna put him in A tier for like being like a VTuber streamer. I'm gonna
That's
put him
so
in
funny.
A tier. He'd have a sick model that was guaranteed to be like a wolf furry thing because, you know, low hanging fruit. And yeah, he'd probably be a very entertaining drunk.
Most popular
I feel
wolf
like
VTuber
he'd be the
incoming
kind of
for
guy that
sure.
Twitch bans because he just gets belligerent halfway through the thing, and he's like,
Oh my God.
Xenos.
Xenos are awful. You
And then
magic
his-
users are pussies.
His VTuber model would stop functioning very well because he keeps on like moving in a way that's not particularly proper, and so he would like keep hitching.
Yeah, well, and he would have no idea how to fix it. He'd be like that typical streamer where like OBS is doing something weird, and he's like, "How do I fix this? Someone tell me how to fix this. This technology thing is
Russ.
stupid."
And then Ferrus Manus comes up and he's like, "Russ, you have to delete System 32." It's like, "Oh, thanks, brother." And then he just like
You
freezes.
headless bitch.
Oh my
So
God.
wait, so after a while, he just basically becomes that Liver King guy. Is that what we're saying?
Oh.
Yeah, except I'd argue significantly smarter
Well,
and more honest.
Yeah.
not a high bar, dude.
Yeah.
Same amount of raw meat consumption, but more upfront about the rest of the stuff that goes in there.
Yeah. Russ would actually be natural.
Yeah. Russ would be
True.
natural, but would look like the most juiced out son of a bitch on the planet. 'Cause
Yeah.
Goddamn Primarch.
Oh my God.
Despite the fact that he is just sipping on that weird mead that they made.
I was gonna say moonshine.
Out eating the Emperor.
It gives me moonshine vibes.
Yeah. He's still jacked,
He wouldn't need a VTuber model, but he'd be all right. He'd be all right. A
A
tier.
good version of Andrew Tate. That's
This is
crazy.
really difficult. I mean, he already has a tank named after him. Surely, like, it's
He
even
kinda
the most
has to
difficult
turn into
or
a
the
Leman
easiest one.
Russ.
Like, Leman Russ just turns into a Leman Russ. It
That's
writes
the name of a
itself,
tank?
doesn't it?
Oh.
And, I mean, technically, for my money, the Russ isn't quite as good as something like a Baneblade because it just doesn't have the mass. But on the other hand, I mean, he's got raw strength. So I think I'm gonna place him S tier because he's not a standard Leman Russ. He's not the normal ones. He's one of like the Mars Alpha pattern ones that's got like a little shield generator.
Okay.
Maybe he's got one that's got the like incinerator cannon on it. So he's got like a fancy weapon. He's got the trench rails on the back. He's got the shield. He's got sponsons. Like he's a fully loaded ancient Leman Russ. But he just turns into himself because why would he turn into anything else?
Yeah. Fair.
If you wanted to go like super anime with this, you could have him transform into like the Liger Zero. I don't know if anybody in here is gonna get
Oh
that,
my
'cause
god.
it's a Zoids reference, but it's like a
Holy
giant mecha
shit.
wolf.
Yeah.
And it's very cool, and it has blades coming out the side. It's a very cool aesthetic, actually. I'm the only one that's gonna know
I
what
fuck
I'm
with it,
talking about,
DK.
'cause
I
that's
fuck with
usually
it.
how it goes with anime on this thing, but
I actually do
Mecha
know
Wolf would be
Zoids.
cool.
I do know
You
Zoids.
do?
I do
You
know
know
Zoids.
Liger?
I do know that. That's one of the few
Yes!
things I do know. But I agree with Kira. I feel like Leman Russ purely should be S tier because he's Leman Russ. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, it's the most common Imperial tank. I had no clue. Main guard tank. Wow. Yeah, I know Mina's a one. What these guys make is very sweet liquor, so Moonshine's not far off. Nice. I wasn't far off then.
I think originally I would have put Russ in like C or B tier before we did our episode on him because I didn't quite get as much as I would have liked. But I gotta be honest, I really like the jovialness of Russ. I feel like he's such a contradiction to so many of the other Primarchs, and he's quite the opposite of L. Johnson, right? He wears this like barbarian outer skin to keep down like the more honorable warrior underneath, and it's just that kind of level of care and how much the wolves like give a shit about the human life and stuff like that. I think Russ is a pretty solid A. I like Russ. I think
I feel like I'll like him.
He does really well for himself in terms of a general concept.
Yeah, I would agree. Before our episode, I probably would have had him like in F just because I'm a petty Thousand Sons fan. But after the whole partying with the Emperor thing and just learning about like all their stuff, high A. I might even put him in S, honestly. Like I really ended up liking the Space Wolves and Leman Russ, so I might even put him in S.
I think
I'd angle more towards that myself, but I'm still
Yeah, I
want to
know about him
because of the Prospero Burns. Just that entire book, even though he's not necessarily in it all that much, you can kind of get a feel for who he is through just the way his entire legion is and the way he is relatively like blunt when he needs to be.
Makes
but there's
sense.
also a lot of sophistication. But he's also presenting himself a certain way because it means that he's kind of like hiding how smart he is. He's just a really cool character. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I was considering S a little bit, but I think that he doesn't quite reach it for me. I almost feel like if he came back, that might put him in like an S tier thing if they do his lore correctly when he returns. He's like an older, like wizened kind of like Odin Allfather kind of thing. Then I'd be like, all right, I see it.
Very high A. At least.
Very high A. I like him a lot.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. So now the 7th Legion.
Yep. It's the
Yep.
7th Legion, all
Who's
right.
seven?
And their Primarch.
The Primarch is about as smart as I am.
Is it Angron?
Wow, I don't think any of them are that stupid.
Think harder.
Oh my god.
I would imagine Angron because head empty, only pain.
Actually, I did the wrong joke. I was about to say has the subtlety that I do, so it would have been a better one because the character is very smart because they're Primarchs.
Yeah.
It's Dorn.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
Dorn.
You
are nothing like subtlety though.
Subtlety,
Yeah.
like a subtlety.
Dorn
of
is
a brick.
Mila's
Like,
favorite.
that's why
I don't know
said
anything
that
about
correctly.
Dorn yet.
That's why I realized my mistake.
That's fair. Also, on the tier maker, he has a forehead about as big as yours too.
He's also balding.
Yeah, well, he's
Oh my
practically
god.
God
That's
damn,
so
he's
funny.
like for real.
you. For real. Hey, listen. If everybody's like, "Hey, Bricky, you remind me of Dorn," you're not doing too bad, actually.
Not everyone in chat telling me this is Miwa's favorite. I don't know anything about Dorn yet. Is he Chaos or Legion? I don't remember.
Like, that's not bad.
I mean, there's worse ones on the list to be likened to.
True.
At least people aren't like, "Oh yeah, you remind me of Curze." Like,
Loyalist.
I don't need that one.
Yep, don't need that.
Mortarion. You have the
He's
air
okay.
of a sickly man.
Loyal.
Like,
Why
it's
did I
just
say
not as great,
Legion?
is it?
Loyal.
When you walk
Have you ever
past me, it
showered?
smells
You
like
remind me
death.
of Mortarion.
Oh my god.
All right, Kirioth, you're reading Shy's one of this one.
Okay, so Dorn is a pretty straightforward guy. He likes warfare, big guns, and huge fortifications. Don't we all? Dorn leads all loyalist war efforts during the heresy and therefore killed shitloads of people indirectly and killed Alpharius directly. But that kind of got lost in the shuffle. Like, do I have to read all of it? I do,
Yes.
don't I? That kind of got lost in the shuffle like my ring in your mum's vagina. He also rebuilt the flags, which is
Oh my
Jesus
fucking
Christ,
god.
the most hilly human spaceship ever. And even though he and all his people were about to die in the iron cage, it was a sacrifice he was willing to make to annoy Perturabo. He's good for a soldier man, but he's not quite the ultimate murderer. So A rank is fair.
I didn't hear anything you said after I lost my ring in your mom's
Yeah, me neither, actually.
I got to it and I was like,
That's
if
so
I say that
funny.
out loud, I'm going to start laughing and then I'm not going to be able to finish the rest of it, but I soldiered on. So
Oh
it's fine.
my god.
You're doing God's work.
Oh my god, Shy is the best.
There's no god here.
The gods have left us.
Can you ask
Oh,
to return
man.
it, by the way? It's a family heirloom.
You should have taken your ring off before you started fingering his mom's vagina.
Yeah, a ring would hurt. Well, I guess unless it's like a flat ring. Then maybe it's like ribbed for her pleasure. I don't know.
That's on you. That's your fault.
Fully your
get-
problem.
You get what you deserve, Murray. You get what you fucking deserve.
Murray. That's pretty
Oh
good.
my
I mean, I like
God.
A. A sounds good.
Yeah, sure. I have no
now-
idea what was said, though.
Now, VTuber, though. Yeah.
So this is gonna be a tough one because I feel like as a VTuber, Dorn would want to build up, like he's that guy.
Wait. Before you talk, DK, does Shy have like a Twitter or something? I feel like I need to follow Shy. If Shy has any form of social media, I need to follow Shy. I want Shy's influence in my life. He's like a turbo autist speaking as an autist. She does. I need to go follow her. Shy is a 10 out of 10.
That spends like $20,000 on his setup, and he's like, I need the $40,000 model with 800 million toggles and stuff, and he gets like, oh my god, everything looks so good. But the problem is, he's got the personality of a fucking slug, and so nobody wants to watch him. So
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, he's he's that guy that everybody like, oh wow, your model looks so cool, but they're all kind of like, yeah, but you're not entertaining. You're a bad streamer. I
I
don't
was
like
going to
watching.
say he only
Don't
plays
interact with us.
Factorio, and Shy beat me to it.
Yeah, he only plays Vector.
I
Yeah, he
feel
only
like-
plays building sims in Minecraft.
Oh my
I
god.
agree with that, but I almost feel like he needs to go a little bit weirder. I almost feel like he needs to only play like EVE Online.
Oh my
know?
god.
I feel like-
spreadsheets. So many
Spreadsheets.
Oh,
spreadsheets.
true.
Yeah,
I was gonna
yeah.
say he could probably be a decent Minecraft streamer with all the like the building and the fortifying and the look at I've built a 1-to-1 scale in Minecraft of the
Oh my
Emperor's
God.
Palace. Praise be him, you know. So he might be all right with the right game, but by and large, he's gonna be a boring watch. So I'm gonna give him a C.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Kirioth. Well, speaking of tanks recently named after people,
I mean, again, he's
Wait. Based on everything we've said, how is Dorn Miwa's favorite? You know what? Maybe she just wants a boring man. I think that's what it is. When they're boring, they're not like gonna cause drama or cheat or like do anything because they're boring. So you can just drag them around to whatever. And there won't be issues because they're boring. She likes how loyal he is. High value man. She likes his tism when it comes to fortifying walls. What a specific kink. The tism speaks to me. Straightforward. I feel like she deserves better.
He literally has a tank named after him. It doesn't have the legacy that, the Leman Russ does, but it still exists. The thing is it as cool as a Leman Russ?
Probably not, right?
Bigger. It is bigger. But it's also like a little bit more rounded. It's a bit less kind of agricultural looking. It also has, let's be honest, it has gun nipples, which is weird for a tank to have, and yet that's exactly what it's got.
S tier.
It does.
Gun nipples, put him in S tier immediately.
For me,
gun nipples, immediate S tier. What is that?
That takes it down to a B. It's covered in guns, but it just doesn't look as good as the classics. And that's let's face it, when it comes to the hierarchy of Perturabo and Dorn, it kind of fits that he is that far below because it's reflective of everything else.
I am curious, if you had to give him something that was not the Rogal Dorn tank, like what, like maybe not even a tank, what would you make him? What would you have him transform into?
If he didn't have a tank like already ready to go,
like named after him.
I'm trying to remember the name of it. There is.
Can he just be a wall?
I think we talked about it even in one of the Imperial tank episodes. There is just a massive citadel on tracks.
Oh my god! There we go.
Like castle.
He's just a wall.
Gun sticking out the
front
of it.
He's just 4 walls.
Yes.
That one. That's
so Dorn.
Yeah.
That's what it would be.
Yep.
Now you're talking. Let's go.
I gotta be honest. I maybe I'm the weird one. I actually like the Rogal Dorn more than the Leman Russ personally. From it's just like this big fortress
He's in your walls.
Doodad, but I don't know. Like,
are
we not putting Dorn in S? Because I still think like he, of all the people to transform into a tank, he should be going in S. Like, it's Dorn.
It is Dorn. It is Dorn. I reckon the ideal thing would be a mix of my gut instinct, which is the Giganto, like just castle on tracks, and the actual Rogal Dorn tank. Something that is a bit more functional, still quite silly, but just it's just got the girth, the heft. It's just a big Giganto tank. That would be S. That would be S. If he's doing what he actually is, which is the Rogal Dorn tank, it would be a C. If he's doing like the ideal, the platonic ideal of Dorn as a tank, it would be S. So I'm gonna be generous and put him in S.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say, if we did not put Dorn in S, I think we would have had problems.
Yeah, we would have had a firestorm.
Really?
In the comments. We'd have to kick you off the show. It'd be a whole big thing, man. I'm glad you said that. I like you.
Dorn, I like Dorn. I'm gonna put Dorn next to Perturabo. I don't have a whole lot next to think about with Dorn. He's great. Some people really like the fact that there's not much to think about with Dorn. I think Dorn is perfectly fine as a character. He gets the job done. We understand what he's there for. We know what he's about. He is good old Dorn.
If only he could read.
If only he could read.
And no,
right
he
next
can't
to
read. He's perfect for a Yu-Gi-Oh player, then I guess.
Because I'm more chaos pilled, but he's Dorn. I am fine with Dorn.
To be honest, the more I learn about Dorn, the more I like him, though. And he has really, like, his all gold armor is so sick. He might have,
that's
the best
pretty fucking
armor out
cool.
of any of the Primarchs, just visually, that is very slick.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Absolutely.
I tend to play up the dislike of Dorn because of the whole, Iron Warriors First Army, Imperial Fists. The great sort of enmity between the two. But setting that aside, he's fine. He's all right. He's actually okay. It's just more fun to dislike the Imperial Fists than it is to acknowledge that they're also pretty cool.
It's more fun to
community fun.
Be weird and knowing about it and be like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, now we are on the 8th Legion. Please God.
8th Legion.
I get this one right, DK.
I think this is Angron, right? This is the hate.
I'm actually gonna pipe bomb your mailbox. I'm actually going to pipe bomb your mailbox, DK.
You will the ones to get wrong.
Oh my god, I'm gonna use that one too. Holy shit, these guys are full of it. I'm actually gonna pipe bomb your mailbox. Is wild. I cannot wait to say that to somebody. Oh my god.
Not see another sunrise.
Of all of them.
Of all of them. All of them. Skulls for the 8th Legion. The 8th Legion.
Come on, who does... I mean...
Does he still not know this? I read a whole trilogy about it.
Come on.
Curze.
They found
right?
the body.
Well, yeah,
night...
but I just told you.
Well, I was gonna say it, but you didn't give. I don't know. I
No, you heard 8. You thought
it was
Corn, so you went to Angron.
I did.
Oh my God.
I did.
Oh my god, why is he so
I can't wait till
disappointed?
we
Numbers
have a
are
collaboration
hard.
with the Warhammer podcast, and we can see which
Numbers are
which
hard.
host
Why
the
is he so
worst
angry at him?
Well, I just don't know the numbers.
Yeah,
like,
I
know
like,
what they do.
it doesn't
I just
matter.
Don't know the number of their legions.
The numbers don't matter.
It's my turn.
It's like what's it called? It's like, whose line is it anyway? The points are made up and they don't matter. The number doesn't matter. It's fine.
Now, and how fitting for me to read this one. With the next 3 Primarchs, we are entering the death zone, and what a way to start it. Curze, me boy.
Curze,
absolutely high-tier murderer. Started killing and eating people literally out of a crib and never stopped. Degenerate lunatic of highest tier who was hated by pretty much everyone and hated everyone right back. Heard voices in his head, built palaces and statues out of meat of his victims.
Holy
inflicted
fuck.
more torture on general population than TikTok dance apology video, and unalived himself to prove the Emperor wrong.
Oh
even
my
though the
God.
Emperor was dead by that point. What a Chad. Easy S tier.
True.
Yeah, if you're doing a
That's
murder
Chad
tier
behavior.
list, Curze has got to be tip top. Like you can't really get a whole lot higher than Curze, right?
I can think
Really?
of one person that can get higher than Curze, but like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he is like way high up on the list for sure.
Huh.
How would he be? You know what? As a V2,
I'm sorry, I have to point out this comment. God, I want to crawl all over him. What a fuckable Primarch. I mean, in this picture in particular, I see it. I don't know that much about Curze. I don't think.
I'm fascinated, DK.
I can't wait to hear this.
I actually feel like Curze might work as a VTuber. He'd be very dark. He would have like a very edgy model, and he would be very humdrum. But like, man can see the future a little bit, so he'd know. if he was
right,
about
this
to get
guy.
banned. You know, and you know, maybe him getting banned, he'd be like, "Oh, I love the validation of banned." I don't think he'd be that bad as a streamer. I think he would be kind of that dark, mysterious persona. You know,
Like
I don't
Corpse
think he would go
Husband.
on, like,
I don't
racist
actually think he was
tangents
dark.
or say anything too
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
bounds
yeah.
to get him banned. But everybody like, ooh, he's so edgy. I wonder what he's gonna say next. And he's probably god
Like
tier,
Shadow.
like, shooter games. So he'd probably like sit
real.
on Valorant all day
Yeah.
with his edgy ass model.
Yeah,
Donut
yeah,
Fields.
yeah, yeah,
He'd
yeah.
probably farm views like crazy. I'm gonna give him an A. I'm gonna give Curze A rank.
I see
for
it.
VTubing.
I see it. I see it.
I think he'd be a good VTuber.
You think Valorant are not just Dead by Daylight the whole time?
Oh my god, also true.
I don't think
Nobody
Dead by
plays Dead
Daylight
by
would
Daylight.
would be the right.
Oh my god, DK, I take personal offense to that. What do you mean nobody plays Dead by Daylight? What do you mean nobody plays Dead by Daylight? That game is so popular. What do you mean nobody plays Dead by Daylight? That's crazy. Out of all the statements for me to get like worked up over and disagree with, I thought DK and I were on the same wavelength, but I was so wrong. Ugh, I'm sad. What? Name every DVD player then? Okay, I can't do that. But as someone that used to stream DVD like every day, the community's massive. What the fuck? DVD out here just catching strays. What the fuck? If you get banned, you do. You gain in popularity. Controversy and like banning and stuff actually helps you grow. The parasocialism's falling apart. It's okay. We'll see what he says about Sanguinius, and then maybe, you know, I'll be back. I don't understand people attracted to men. He looks weird. He looks like a hot, evil Dracula. Like, he would be a really good fucked up time. You could experiment and try all the things you've ever heard of, and then you could like leave and wash your hands of it, you know?
Option either. I feel like Curze would do like RimWorld, and he would just make the most horrid looking population there.
I've never played RimWorld. I don't even know what that game is. But like, I've heard people talk about how good it is because it's like really old and it's been around forever. But I don't know.
I can't get into
Play
it.
Sims and torture them. Yeah, sure, he could do stuff like that. He'd do really edgy stuff, but it wouldn't.
Do the classic,
he would
take the ladder out of the pool.
He would be toting the line so hard that he'd be doing all this edgy stuff, but he would never do anything that's like too much. Because he would just want to really savor the fact that he's like,
oh my
you
god,
want to ban me, but you can't.
I believe it.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see it. As a tank, Kirioth.
Honestly, this is the most difficult one. I have no idea what he would.
No clue.
Good luck, Kirioth.
Sort of like what was it? What was the name of there's like a stealth tank in, was it Command and Conquer General? No, it wasn't Generals. There's so many Command and Conquer games and I forget which one it was.
Is it
I might
the one from Kane's Wrath where it's literally just called Stealth Tank.
it might be that.
He always has a really low voice, and he has this like
wow,
stealth
this
tank,
is
clear
so
for
weirdly
combat kind of
specific.
fucking sounds
Yes.
for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that, but covered in knives. So not particularly effective. Like still sneaky, but I don't think it would actually function well because the temptation would be to, stealth in, go in all sneaky and invisible, and then immediately just unleash and try and run people over, like something out of Death Race, something like that sort of vibe, but
Death
starting out
Race.
invisible. It would be World War I tank covered in barbed wire that kills both the enemy and his own troops.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
does
I mean,
kind of hate his sons, doesn't he?
It does kind of feel like that.
I genuinely don't know what in the world you would do for this for this guy. I actually have no clue what you would do.
That's
for
Like
him.
the
That's a
Batmobile.
tough tank conversion. Yeah.
I'm going to say whatever it is, it's probably not actually that good. No matter what it is, it's not that effective. I'm going to put him at a solid C because I still think he'd do some damage, but whatever he turned into, I think it would probably do just as much damage to his own side. And whilst that is funny, it's not necessarily something you should encourage in warfare,
True.
That's fair. Fair and valid, yep. Gee whiz. Hey, Bricky, where would Curze be on your
you know
tier
where he's
list?
going.
Yeah, gee whiz. Hey, I had no idea.
listen.
What's your justification for this?
Let me describe him here, says chat. To stop shoplifting, he would brutally torture like 5 teenagers to show people that's what happens on live TV. Okay. But if anyone could fix him, it'd for sure be me.
Well, listen, here's the thing, right? The issue with the Primarchs is that a lot of them don't often have human personality, and if you want to have human personality and you want to slap depression onto somebody, you can get him all the way up there. He's got multiple books. He's got genuine intrigue, not just with how he handles his own afflictions, but how he handles his sons. He hates. He has this weird, twisted idea of justice. And how he deals it out while also having an entire legion full of gangsters that are against his ideas of justice. He's what if Batman had Joker methods? And it's fascinating to me the most because a lot of people hate Curze because they know he's wrong, but I like him because I know he's wrong. His reasonings are flawed and bad. His ideas are bad and just generally terrible, but you get why he does them. You know why he's as screwed up as he is, and it's not an excuse, but it's fascinating as a character. So I'm full up S tier on this one. I love Curze. He has so much.
I want to learn about
depth
him
to
too.
I mean, I too
I wanna learn
love
about
the Night
Curze.
Lord, so I have no problem with you putting him in S tier. I'm always curious what Curze would have been like if he didn't land on like a death world that was like full of gangsters. Like how different would he be, and how much of a like really good Primarch would he have been?
Well, that's kind of the thought process, right? It's like the difference between Sanguinius and Curze is
How they were raised and the environment they were raised in, and
how they handled their upbringing, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
Could Curze have been the second coming of Sanguinius?
That's
just
the whole
theory.
question, you know? Could Angron have been better if he wasn't put on a goddamn slave planet? You know, it's all his thoughts.
It couldn't be any worse.
I was going to say,
That's so true.
Make it worse than it ended up on you.
Couldn't be worse. Ow, I smacked my hand.
Sanguinius.
Are we doing Sanguinius?
Okay, I swear to God. If they shit on my boy, if they don't give my mans an S tier for everything except for maybe murder, like I'll give him a pass because like I don't need an S tier murderer. I'm gonna throw hands. All right, anyway.
Next, he's the next one, right? He has to be. Please tell me he's the
Ninth
next
Legion.
one.
Yep. Ninth Legion, Blood Angels. Wahoo!
I got one.
He can't stream when he's dead. Well, what about me next? What about me, huh? He could do it.
I got one.
All right, you're up,
give me
DK.
Okay, so Sanguinius didn't really like killing people. He wasn't bad at it. He fought 1v1 against lots of big demons, including demonic Angron, and exploded his head. He just wasn't feeling it. Then he died by Horus. You lose points for that. But his death caused his sons to be cursed with the Black Rage, which turns them into insane murderers. Definitely gain points for that. Overall, I think Sanguinius would absolutely hate to be high on this list, or even on this list at all, and that's why I'm giving him S tier. You're so petty.
Shy!
I mean, I feel realistically, Sanguinius shouldn't be S tier on the murder list, right? Like, great fighter, great Primarch, but if we're talking just sheer murder, he's like B tier, right?
No, it's her list. Don't mansplain her.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't
You're
mansplain
right.
her.
Shai knows what Shai's doing. Yep,
I'll be honest, I fully support it. I'm right there.
You're so valid.
Plus, if you consider the enraged like children who develop the disease and then they go on like a killing rampage, those murders are kind of on his hands. So, you know, if you think about it that way, I mean, if he's still killing from the grave, like how do you beat that? I mean, that's kind of badass, you know?
Valid queen. All right.
How would he be as a VTuber?
S tier. Like, he's such a likable guy. Everybody likes Sanguinius. Like, I feel like Sanguinius would be like, yes, I'm going to make a VTuber model. And then, like, the artist would be like, okay, what do you want to be? And he's like, just make me.
Oh my God, true.
You know? And everybody would like it. And everybody would watch him no matter what, because he's just, you know, he's perfect. He's S tier. He's
Thank
just
you,
S-tier.
DK.
I think
Thank you,
all of
DK.
us are going to put him in S tier, right?
Thank
like,
you,
you
DK.
can't hate on Sanguinius.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know how good of a tank he'll be.
Well, yeah.
I guess you're right. I don't know what kind of tank he turns. Angel tank? I don't know.
He's also
okay, that's
quite
fair.
often a bit sad. He's quite a sad boy.
He's a
But
sad
I love
boy.
a good sad boy.
He's a sad boy. Oh, I love a sad boy. Sanguinius was designed for me.
I just put the saddest boy in S tier, my friend.
I was going to say,
true.
Curze is
That's
in S
true.
tier.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, I mean, tank wise, would he even be a tank? He can literally fly. Surely, some sort of winged vehicle. But would he drop
Biblically
bombs, or would he
accurate
drop
tank?
like care packages? That's the question.
Wait, he used to dye his hair black when he was really sad. That is so cute. He dyed his hair black when he was sad. He was sad, so he dyed his hair? I'm screaming. Oh my god. Oh, he soloed a Titan twice. Sanguinius' Patreon would be insane. Insane.
So you're referring to the destructive power that you believe he would have difficulties with in a way.
Yeah, I think whatever. I think he would probably turn into some sort of aircraft as opposed to tank, because he wouldn't sully himself by, you couldn't put something that nice just in the mud. That's not on.
Yeah,
wings.
exactly.
So not making him fly feels like a real slap in the face for him. But would he necessarily be a hostile aircraft, or would he be trying to lift the people up?
True.
By dropping, wolf
I
supplies and wet wipes and stuff.
He would be both, right? Because he would want to support people and everything, but he also
Bomb them
has
first and then drop some food on them later.
Well, yeah, but he also has such crazy destructive power. He's 1v1 in crazy named bloodletters.
It's true.
After he's already killed thousands of people defending Terra. So it's this has got to be one of those big old support tanker planes that also has 80 nukes strapped to it just in case you really want to F around and find out.
I reckon he goes A. He goes A tier because he only drops 3 bombs, but each of them is an actual nuke.
Yeah.
So he only drops the 3, and then he's on his way out. But the 3 that he drops absolutely obliterates everything.
Oh,
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'll take it.
A tier's good, yeah.
I'll take it.
Bricky.
Only Fangs, because vampire. I wonder if he'd start one. He would be what's the girl that started it so that she could have a horse rescue ranch? Why can't I think of her name right now? Anyway, he would be like that, and he'd start the OnlyFans to raise money for a dog shelter or something for sure.
I mean, you kind of know where he's going. This is Sanguinius, man.
Mm-hmm.
Starts with an A. Her name starts with an A. Can't think of a name.
What's the first letter in his name?
S for Sanguinius.
S for Sanguinius. I mean, he's so caring. He has such compassion. He has such a level of intrigue, both in his kind of sort of fatalism, but the sacrifice, right? The knowledge of what he has to do, how much he cares, mixed together with his fear of his son's problems. I feel like S tier is just acceptable for Sanguinius.
Yeah, it's the only
he knows
acceptable
what he has to do,
tier.
and he has the strength to do it.
Yeah,
Bravo,
it seems
DK.
correct.
Bravo.
Yep. Sanguinius had to be there. He had to be there.
He had to be there.
Kira, can you put Sanguinius up to S just so we all have him at S?
Oh, go on then.
Yeah, okay. That's the only card I'm going to play. Yeah, okay.
Very well.
Somehow, 4 of them are now in S when really only had 2 down as big.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I can be flexible.
I can be flexible.
Okay. All right. 10.
Okay. I don't have to throw hands. They were all correct. Me, the literal Warhammer newbie that doesn't know shit. Okay, they were all correct about Sanguinius. We don't have to throw hands, so we're good. I can keep watching Adric. We're good. I swear, if they weren't gonna put him in S tier, I might have boycotted our boy Bricky. I might have done it.
10th Legion. I'm not even gonna attempt anymore with DK here. Ferrus Manus, the Iron Hands. Oh, this is great. Kirioth, enjoy it.
Ferrus.
Okay. Contributed about as much as YouTube comment section.
Oh
then
my god.
F tier.
I was gonna say, who the fuck is Ferrus? I don't know who this is.
I hate. You know what? There will be one somewhat high tier out of all of us here. That is fair. Shy's going down pretty deep in the anti-murder thing. DK for the VTubing.
I feel like Ferrus has to be F tier, specifically because it's kind of hard to do VTubing when you don't have a head to do face tracking with.
Oh my god.
So, I'm gonna give him F tier.
The absolute slamming is going to continue. I mean, if Ferrus was going to turn into a tank, I mean,
he's also just a really unlikable douchebag, like Shai said. I mean, there's a reason he gets ribbed on so much.
He got killed at the start of the heresy. Yeah.
I don't think F tier as a tank, but realistically, he would be a tank without a turret because no head. So
Jesus Christ,
God damn it.
It would have to be.
I like how we're all leaning into that.
It would have to be some sort of tank hunter. Not bad at all, but very situational. So he gets a B.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
He's not
B's pretty high
B's
for
not
him, actually.
slammed.
I felt like he
Yeah.
probably would deserve A. He's Ferrus Manus of all people. I mean, like, of all the, that's fine. Whatever.
He does craft a mean sword.
It's true.
I mean,
He makes a mean sword.
I mean,
makes a
my
mean
lowest
sword.
is C tier, but he's going there. He's genuinely unlikable. He doesn't contribute much at all.
Damn.
He has the problem of dying too early for anyone to care, and therefore he gets no lore at all because he died too early for anyone to care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, why would you spend more time making Ferrus Manus better when you're not going to get anything out of it?
Yeah, because he's. Yeah.
It is literally like, well, I mean, I would love to know more, but he's already gone, so
Yeah.
why bother?
Why
It's-
bother?
I mean, it's the same reason that no one watched that Black Widow film. She was already gone.
Oh.
She was already gone.
Actually,
cares?
I watched that movie.
Oh,
Was it any good?
No,
Well, I'm glad I avoided it then.
it was
Yo,
it was
Kyrios,
bad even after that part.
Kieran, I've asked Bricky this, but if they brought Ferrus Manus back, how would you want him to be brought back?
If you were forced to
If you
make that
had
call.
to, they were like, yeah, he's coming back. You can't change it. What do you want us to do? What's the best way to handle it?
I think I would want him to have basically become when I say Ghost Primarch, the Legion of the Damned, the ones who are Space Marines that have got all like bones and stuff implanted in their
Oh,
arms
I need to learn
all
about
the
them
time.
too.
Him coming back in that form, leading them, I would be okay with that.
Okay.
Clone,
okay.
I'm not too fussed by. I think that the whole cloning thing is a little bit played out for me personally, outside of one specific dude. But like the rest of it is whatever. That give it a bit of a warp based touch where he's still technically on the side of the Imperium, but there's a lot of kind of like Imperial demon style stuff going on.
Wait, The Headless Horseman, A Strange Tale of Texas? Is that story out of Texas? Was it like a Texas Western story? I gotta Google this later.
I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'd like to see him come back as like a Doulahan, like a Headless Horseman Primarch.
Ow. I'm fine.
I can
just
see it.
kicked my chair.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Ferrus is done. 11th Legion. All right, 12th Legion.
What the was that?
Sorry,
Right.
I short-circuited.
Okay, that was the
We couldn't redo that sound if we tried. Yeah. That was my best.
All right, cool.
12th Legion.
My best attempt. I'm never doing it
Angron,
again.
I'm pretty positive, I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay.
World
Angron.
Hunters, let's go.
I'm glad.
I have
I'm glad
no
that's me
idea where
again.
Shai's putting him.
I'm glad it's me again. Let's go. All right, Angron. Do I even need to
Angron.
say anything? Man's a
Yeah.
sinking ship of social skills, but who cares when he's a walking blender who wields a sword which he made by beating a demon to death with a metal bar and a gifted axe for which he slaughtered an entire population of a planet because they offended him. It was a gift that wasn't blood or skulls. Man knows nothing but hate and rage and will kill and die for infinity till the stars burn out. Let me end this with a quote. Your shrines will burn, your streets run with blood, your false idols shattered, your people slaughtered by the thousands, your very planet torn apart, and the barest fraction of my hatred will be satisfied. S tier.
I mean, yeah.
S tier.
Hardcore.
He has to be S
On the murder
tier.
tier list, there is no debate that Angron
Angron's
is
gotta be top of the
S-tier.
top.
Yep. Agreed.
Hell yeah.
Yep, dead on.
All right. Sir Sir DK, I'm very curious about this one.
I don't think he'd make a great VTuber. Very short career. He wouldn't bother making a model. Somebody like, hey, Angron, have you ever heard of VTubing? And he would immediately kill them. It wouldn't even be like, yeah.
I feel like he would
He's
go
an F
on
tier.
I feel like he would go on the stream and be like, try this out, Angron, and he'd just get like. The stream would be 13 minutes long because he would die in game and he would immediately destroy the setup.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure it would make 13 minutes. I think he would like see all of like he would see like bright colors and then like the nails in his head would be like, bright colors are good, pain, and then he would just punch the screen and just everything would blow up.
I think he would be in one of those news articles that talks about how like one streamer went to another streamer's house and
oh my god, like got into a fight.
Suspected murder, they were found with a knife
back
or something.
Forth.
Like that streamer house where they just literally destroyed the house for content.
Yeah.
He'd be good for that. For just like, someone that's in a plane above and they're just viewing, they've got a live stream of like, look at what Angron's doing. But yeah, as a VTuber, I don't think he'd have a successful or long career. It'd be very, very tough.
Yeah.
He could do a little bit better than that, yeah.
He could make YouTube content if someone else filmed him.
True.
He would be like low tier god, but he doesn't tell people to kill themselves or mods to ban them. He literally just tracks them down himself.
yes, straight on the front
Oh my god,
page.
so true.
Immediately.
So true.
All right. Kyria, thoughts?
I mean, he
Bulldozer.
would just be like...
Angron wouldn't make content. Content would be made about him. Absolutely.
He would just be a giant lawnmower with armor plating, wouldn't he? That would be his ideal form.
Oh, this model's sick as fuck.
Like, the Death Guard unit that's got the big like threshing blade on the front that hovers around. I forget what it's called. It's one of the
this is cool. What the hell?
Yeah, floated bloat drone with the flesh mower or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, I feel just a Baneblade sized version of one of those that just moves forward. Maybe some guns on it, but more for the noise and for something to sort of display as you move. And then it's just about getting into the ranks and just grinding them down so that they're a thin paste. I'd say probably. I'm going to go for B. Because if he gets in there, it would be great. But it would be a challenge getting him there. He'd get very distracted.
Huh.
Plus, also, there would be blades on the back, and he'd frequently go into reverse and run over your own guys.
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like Angron would be just an unstoppable tank, though, right? Because like it's so hard to kill him, and even if you do kill him, he just like respawns. Right?
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Do you guys remember the story of the Killdozer?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
The guy who was fed up with the city, so he welded himself into like a tank version of a bulldozer and went on a rampage destroying people's houses and
Oh
stuff.
my god.
Yep.
Wow. That
was a
happened?
real thing?
Yes, sir. It's a great story. Look it up.
What the fuck?
A tier.
I'm not saying, like, if it was like that, I think it would be pretty all right.
Yeah, we'll go A tier.
Wait. Oh. The Killdozer was a real thing. The Killdozer. What the heck? This happened in 2004. I feel like I should have known about this. A repair shop owner who demolished numerous buildings with a bulldozer in Colorado. He held various grudges against town officials, neighbors, the local press, and other residents. Over 18 months, he secretly armored a Komatsu bulldozer with layers of steel and concrete. I guess that photo. That was a fucking bulldozer. Oh my god. He used it to demolish the town hall, the house of the former mayor, and several other buildings. That's insane. People are what the fuck? That's actually crazy. The only person that passed away was himself. So, wow.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god,
that's crazy.
That actually happened.
You got look it up at a later time. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I genuinely didn't believe you for a second, and one Google search and it's like, wild. Oh my god, this isn't a meme.
Yeah, that's crazy. Actually,
You know, I gotta be honest. I put A for Angron. I think Angron really kind of worked with me a bit more. The more you learn about Angron, and the more you like really dig deep into the World Eaters, you kind of realize how sad it is that they're frothing lunatics, and how much they weren't like that back in the day. It really is a fall from grace, and like just a genuinely sad one at times.
Yeah.
It's like God. It really was that bad. It really
so much squandered potential. Because of just where he happened to land and the people there being awful. Like, so much potential greatness just stolen away right at the start. It's
just because of the bad roll of the dice. Yeah.
So much like genuine intelligence.
Yeah.
Like people out there with so much to do and live for. Well, they may not live for. They live for murder, but so much like there mentally, and it's just gone.
Yeah.
It's all.
Angron's story is just
mentally just nothing.
Pain and sadness.
He's another one where it's like it's an interesting thought of like, what if he had landed on Ultramar? Like just a nice world that like raised him right. Like, man, it'd just be like a complete 180.
That's a common thing. Angron literally said that to Guilliman. He's like,
"Oh, that's right, he did when they were like dueling, right? Yeah,
yeah. It's like I landed on a slave planet. You got a giant world for you. You want to talk to me about this? Yeah, but I think right. 8's here. When you really get into it, it's genuinely saddening.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's definitely high on the list for sure.
All right. The 13th Legion.
13th?
Speaking of.
I was about to say, speaking of, the Ultras.
Oh.
Guilliman. Hey, Guilliman. It's Guilliman.
Guilliman, all right. I don't hate Guilliman now. But whose turn is it to read?
It's yours.
All right. Guilliman, as a member of the IRS, probably ruined more lives than all serial killers combined.
God.
But on Killy scale, he's pretty low. To be fair, he did fight quite a lot. And when he was betrayed on his home planet, he mercilessly executed every single traitor. So he's not entirely a pussy. He also burned Monarchia and pissed on the ashes, which is respectable. Not the first word that comes to mind when I think about the burning of Monarchia, but whatever.
Hilarious.
But we all know man doesn't have it in him to be a mass murderer. He is at heart a politician and mama's boy. Avenging Beam Counter gets a D. That's fair.
Yeah,
for the murder
I don't
list.
hate that. He also lost every goddamn Primarch fight he ever was a part of.
It was not.
That's so funny.
Really.
No, it really was not.
Wow. Oh, go ahead.
No.
The worst duelist.
I agree.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Right. That sounds like Angron. Or not Angron. That sounds like Guilliman to me.
Yeah.
DK, VTuber Guilliman.
I'm going to try and be as unbiased about this as I can. Because, I don't think he'd be, awful at it, but I don't feel like his streams would be, entertaining.
The Civilization games.
Yeah, or maybe,
it would just be 4X.
He'd play, Papers, Please, or something, which would be kind of interesting.
Okay, that's a great call.
I feel like his general personality would just be so boring, though, and kind of just look at me do this stuff. And, everything would be, fine, but nothing would be, overwhelmingly great. So I'll give him maybe low B, kind of holding on to B for dear life, almost in C. Because I just... Advertisers, he would do a great ad read, though, for sure. And his taxes would be all lined up. Yeah.
He would definitely be a Corpo streamer, 100%.
Yeah, Corpo for sure.
I was about to say which Corp he would be a VTuber for, but I was like, let's not open that can of worms.
That was a good call, DK.
An organization. He'd run OTK, but he himself would not be particularly interesting, but he would just run the org very well.
Yeah, he would handle all the paperwork, all the business stuff. He'd get all the sponsors, handle all the emails, all the
Yeah.
But himself as a streamer would be pretty dull, so low B.
Kirioth?
I mean, he would just be a solid B. I'm not sure what specific tank he would be, but he would be dependable, He would be efficient, nothing flashy, nothing exciting. He'd get the job done, but no one would be sitting there going, "Oh, you know what? I really wish I could drive that tank." It would just be the one that's
the
one that's always
so like a basic one, but not in a bad way.
Pretty okay.
Yeah,
100% of the time. T-34. That's actually quite a good shout. Yeah, just nothing special, but nothing bad.
He gets like you said, it gets the job done.
Yeah,
and that's Guilliman. He gets the job done.
He wouldn't be a Corpo streamer. He'd establish the Corpo himself. Guilliman glitch stars win. I think his personality is too drastically different to even joke that he's logs. The Honda Civic of tanks, exactly. Angry accountant who shames you for financial decisions live on camera. Yeah, maybe.
Honestly, I think Guilliman's a proper B. I think he was a C before he got his ultra depression. And then he got a little bit better, and now he's much like Space Marines in the wider group of general Primarchs and stuff. In terms of, like how to, or much like Space Marines in the terms of all the other factions in the game. They're very much like the clean B in how they're handled and how they're everything. Guilliman is just B. He's fine. He used to be worse. He's a little bit better now, but he's no A. He's just a B.
Mid. He's mid.
I think that's okay.
In the most mid way.
I mean, I like him a lot more after the Ultra Depression because it's just like, hey, look, he does have character. He does feel things. He's not perfect, but yeah, I don't think I'd go any higher than like mid B.
Yeah. 14th Legion. Can you guess this one, DK?
No.
Is this one Mortarion?
Thank God. All right.
Oh, you know what? I'm genuinely relieved because I'd forgotten. I'd forgotten what 14th was.
Genuinely, the only reason I knew that is because what was the group chat we were in where Bricky was like, "Hey, DK, what's half of 14?
That was
it's
with
7."
That was with the Poor Hammer podcast.
Yeah, and that's the only reason I remember Mortarion.
Oh my God.
Oh, all right, Mortarion. Yeah, because 14 divided by 2 is 7.
Yeah.
Mortarion
That's
is.
the only part I
remember. What? How does that help you remember?
This one shall be for you, sir.
Yep.
When Shy there it is. Let's go.
Mortarion, literally Grim Reaper. He and his legion, even before turning to chaos, had been most brutal, merciless killers around. And during the heresy, he purged countless worlds of life purely out of spite. He led attacks on Imperial Palace and killed lots of people, including Nathaniel Garrow, one of the most important 40k characters. After the heresy, he caused many wars, attacking Ultramar and spreading plague all over the place. But he personally is not super murdery, killing somewhat indirectly. So on Nurgle scale, I think he's more like coronavirus than the Black Plague. So not quite the S level, but a respectable high A tier.
Yeah, kind of sounds like it. That was a good
I think so far
analogy.
It's been sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like just general existence versus like actually being crazy powerful,
Yeah.
I can see it. I see it.
Yeah. I tend to think Mortarion would actually be a pretty good VTuber. Specifically because when someone's a VTuber, you can't smell them. And like you can't like see him, so you wouldn't see how horrific he is, and he'd probably make a very quaint little model that's nice and edgy. And I'm gonna go for a low-hanging fruit here, but I feel like Mortarion would be a Smash streamer.
Oh,
right? Yeah, I would agree. I think he would be a Smash streamer as well.
Be a Smash streamer. I'm
or a Yu-Gi-Oh streamer.
It makes a lot of sense because he has so many daddy issues.
Yeah, he has daddy issues.
God.
And the smell and,
and
just
the smell,
being a little too edgy for his own good. And,
Nurgle is 7. I see.
Yeah, he's a Smash streamer. He's probably great at it. But yeah, I'm actually going to give him a low A. I also think he has enough style with like how his mini looks that he would hook
sick,
up
though.
a really dope VTuber avatar.
I would agree with that one.
I
the
agree.
Grim Reaper style and everything.
Yeah.
He would have like tech fashion gas mask vibe
Yeah.
He'd be a great VTuber.
Yeah,
I believe it.
This design is cool. What the fuck?
Okay, this is going to be super quick, super easy. The tank he would be is this. It's the 1918 steam tank,
Oh.
and he's an E. Next.
Oh, really?
You know what? I don't even want him to elaborate. I don't.
You know, that's fair.
All right.
We're moving on.
All right,
We're
Bricky,
moving
Mortarion,
right
where are you
on.
putting him? Where are you putting him,
C-tier.
Bricky?
C tier, but above Ferrus. I don't like Mortarion. I think he's extremely boring.
Aw.
I find his motivations to be generally dull. He's brooding, but brooding in not the fun Perturabo way. He's just kind of there. He became the big bad for a bit, and it didn't really do a whole lot to actually make him any more interesting. He's just Mortarion, like, is very much like oh yeah, that's right, Mortarion. Oh yeah, Mortarion. Oh, I forgot about Mortarion. And it's just that way over and over again, which is unfortunate because he does have one of the best looking models in all of 40K.
Okay, to be fair, when they said Mortarion, I forgot that was the name of the Primarch. So, you know, I can't disagree.
It is.
Oh yeah, that thing is so sick.
He looks so cool, but at the
The
same
mini
time,
is so fucking cool, though.
I give him a
So
strong
fucking cool.
Yeah, he's like, oh no,
Yep.
you stole my daddy, and that's literally it. That's like his whole like thing, and it's he is kind of very.
I genuinely expected there might be a little bit more, but I was wrong.
Yeah,
15th Legion, everybody.
You've got this, DK.
15.
You've got this, DK.
You've totally got this.
15.
Actually got this.
The only reason I'm gonna guess him is because you guys are like pushing that. Maybe I honestly don't know. Magnus, I don't know.
I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud.
Let's
of
go.
him.
Oh.
That's why I wanted to
we
guess
go.
Magnus, because he's like, you've got it. I was like, I like Thousand Sons. Let's go.
Magnus.
Let's go. Magnus the Red. All right. I think it's me this time. Oof, Magnus. He died to Russ. His legion died to mutation, died to the wolves, and died to the rubric. His planet fell. Then he died to Vulkan. Then he died to Guilliman. I don't know. The man gets his ass kicked all the time, and can't seem to really kill that much because he is in charge of like 20 anime club members. Go sit in the E tier, Magnus.
Oh my
I
god.
can't argue with that.
He
Oh
did
my
kind of get his
God.
ass kicked all the damn time. That is
Aw,
true.
poor
And
guy.
then when he tried to do something right, he screwed it up. As is the new joke, he did nothing wrong, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Worst thing, she's right.
That being said, I
I could
imagine he'd
tell.
be a pretty good VTuber. In fact, he'd be
Oh,
a
yeah.
very good one.
I was actually gonna put him in S for
Oh.
being a VTuber because he's smart, he's charismatic, he'd probably adore any viewer that like did anything for him. He's technologically savvy, so he'd have just all the best stuff. And
Yeah.
he's a Primarch, and he like even though he kind of gets dunked on at every corner, he's still like.
The Primarch.
He's a force. So, like,
Yeah.
any game he played, he'd probably be, like, God tier at. So, he'd probably be a riot to watch. I would watch him. He might be a little on the dorky side, right?
That's
'Cause he's
endearing, though.
Magnus. But,
That's
you know,
endearing, though.
low S. On the lower end of S, but I'd still, Oh, right. He would totally be the one that the chat just completally bullies him.
Yeah,
but they
yeah,
bully
yeah.
him out of love, and they just like throw money at him, even though they're constantly calling him like a freaking weeb. That like
Oh, so it's my
and stuff.
chat. So it's my stream then, basically.
Basically.
Wait, people
Lovely.
call Bricky a weeb?
But
Even
hey,
though he
that-
doesn't watch anime?
I put that as an S tier streamer reasoning. So good for you,
Yeah.
right?
Let's say, honestly, he'd be an S tier VTuber because he wouldn't even stream. He would astrally project himself into other people's monitors.
Oh, that's fair. Actually, he could do that.
Straight to the brain.
Just
But-
right, he
Yep.
would just do the psyker link and he would stream right to your brain. He'd get all of the viewers. He would literally get every viewer on the planet. Best streamer ever. S tier.
You'd have real issues though if you're trying to sleep and he just kept streaming and you didn't want him to, but you couldn't get to a computer to unfollow him. It just keeps coming. You just can't stop it.
Hey guys, it's my 24-hour subathon stream. You can't turn it off, so you better donate.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother! What a streamer! Oh man, it should have been me. It should
Donate
been
to
me.
turn
Break
off my
back, Russ. It
stream.
should have been me.
It's a theory. It's a theory.
All right. Tank.
I mean, what would Magnus even what would he even become?
Oof, that's
Is
tough.
there a-
Yeah.
Oh, he's this guy.
thinking, was it-
Yeah.
I'm thinking like maybe something Red Alert 3 style, something that some sort of psychic. It's got to be some sort of psychic-esque vehicle, right? Also, what is the shittiest tank ever that explodes in one shot?
Ouch.
Oh.
Maybe a paper tank.
A paper. He's actually just a. At one point, I think it was in the UK, they made a bunch of inflatable tanks. Was
Oh
it the
my
UK?
God.
Was it the US? Made a bunch of inflatable tanks that were only there to act as decoys for bombing runs.
Wow,
So-
really?
Wow.
Oh yeah. They had like full like deployment areas where they had like just a bunch of tanks that were sat there that were just inflatables
Damn.
designed to throw off German bombing.
Wait, okay. He's talking about ranking all these Primarchs based on what kind of tank they'd be. But like, he knows an awful lot about tanks.
Oh no.
I feel like this is not normal. He's a British Warhammer fan? Does that automatically mean you know a bunch of shit about tanks? I don't know anyone that knows this much about tanks.
So
I mean,
Really? Oh.
yeah, that if there was something lower than F, I'd probably
Huh?
go there. But F is the lowest on the list, so
Yeah.
he's down there with Fulgrim. And having now put him there, I'm trying to remember why Fulgrim is that low because it seems harsh. But I
Well,
think
because we decided he was a literal glass cannon.
that was it. Yeah. There you go. That's
wow,
Magnus. right
that's
there.
actually a pretty convincing inflatable tank.
Seen from above, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
thought you
agree.
were gonna say he's like a
I agree
cardboard
with that.
cutout tank that little kids play in or something. You know, where it says tank scrawled on it, but the K is backwards.
A cardboard
That would also work.
cat scratcher tank.
You know,
Bricky?
honestly, it kind of goes along with the same deal. Like, you know what, Magnus, I gotta be honest, I'm putting him in B as well. I don't, you know, I was like, all right, I'm gonna, you know, I learned about Magnus, see how he treats people and everything like that, and he is good.
A
He's
cardboard
a good
tank.
person in all the ways that like Sanguinius was good and like kind and stuff. But he also just kind of sucked.
Oh,
He's just
really?
kind of like bad at his job. And you know, at some point, you know, if you hire your friends, eventually you're going to realize that they're not good at their job.
True.
And you're going to have to make the choice to fire them. And it's nothing personal between you and the rest. It's just business. Now,
Yeah.
is he C? Absolutely not. But it's just, I don't know. Magnus
Yeah.
is like, he's fine. He is perfectly fine.
Yep, I would agree. He's definitely not S or A, but he's not like C, D, or F. Yeah, I think perfectly B.
Perfectly B.
Huh.
All right. The 16th Legion.
16th. You don't write Magnus dumb, he solves every problem. I see. Huh.
Yep.
I'm sorry,
16th Legion.
16th?
This okay, I won't lie. This one actually does get people, and so I think it's fair. I actually sometimes forget. I think it's Horus, right?
It is, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Horus himself, and I think this is up to you now, DK. You are the one reading this next
All
one.
right. If there's no way this isn't like an S tier, right?
Yeah, right. He kind of
so Shai
ruined
said,
everything.
Horus, not much to say. Kind of locked into S tier by the fact that he killed Big E and set up the universe for
Yeah.
for perpetual war and war that we all hold so dear. Sorry, I bungled that shot. But yeah, like Horus, how is he not an S tier on the murder list? Like,
Yeah.
everything is kind of like
Everything is fucked
His
because of
fault.
him. So
Even if the number of murders was low, he did like the most important murder. Sure.
Yeah.
he was like
yeah.
the root cause of like every murder in every war that is to come.
Yeah, he did the
Yeah.
murder. If there was one ever, it was that one.
He might not have pulled the trigger, but he pointed all those guns in that direction.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense. If anyone's going to be doing this, the guy who takes down Big E should be the person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he'd also be a great streamer. Like I know he did the whole like betrayal thing and all, but like you know he's charismatic. Everybody loves him. There's a reason he was made War Master. Everybody's like, oh, he's so talented, so smart, best warrior. He's the next best thing to Big E. So like people are gonna be drawn to him. He's gonna have a dope everything. Like he succeeds at everything he does. Like I mean, yeah, he's an S tier streamer. I don't know what negative thing he'd have other than he being like, oh, whoops, I have terminated my Twitch contract because I've decided I am going to go stream on Facebook gaming. Like,
thanks for the sip, Shiro.
That's the only bad thing I could see him do, just because he's heretical, he's a traitor, and yeah, he's an S tier.
All right. Kirioth as a tank.
I reckon. I mean, if we're gonna follow the thing of like the one big murder, the most important murder, I reckon Deathstrike missile launcher. He does one thing, but it obliterates everything. It's a far-reaching attack that can have devastating consequences for a long time in the total annihilation of a small army. So it's got to be that, some sort of long-range, like ICBM style launcher that really packs a massive punch that is felt no matter where it lands. It's got to be something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, Horus has got to be A. He's got to be A.
This is interesting.
Fair justification, actually. I don't hate that.
I get it. I honestly am putting Horus in C with Mortarion and Ferrus.
Whoa, really?
Oh.
He has no lore. He has nothing. He's so like dull. His lore is that he does the heresy. There's no like intrigue in his growing up. There's no
Okay.
Like, he becomes this way because of like funny poison knife and Erebus whispering in his ear. I don't like Horus. He's got like nothing about him. He's just anemic when it comes to
I didn't know that.
Interesting concepts because he's Mr. Heresy.
I guess I never really looked at it that way. I always held Horus on like this super high plateau because it's the Horus Heresy. He's the one that started everything. He's the one that essentially killed Big E. But like, you're right. Like, we don't have any stories about his childhood because his childhood doesn't matter. Like, he doesn't matter until he turns traitor.
There's nothing there.
And then once he turns traitor, it's like, oh yeah, he tried to do heresy, and he kind of sort of succeeded, but he died, and then everybody just scattered, and then no more Horus, except for that weird clone thing that we don't talk about.
Who then immediately died by Abaddon.
Yeah, and then Abaddon kills him to be like, no, I'm the new war master of this. Yeah, like that's fair actually. Like that's fair justification for C rank Horus. Maybe even lower than C.
I'm not putting it lower than Ferrus Manus because C is my lowest. Remember, I only go down to C.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but no, I just find him so dull.
That's fair.
I got nothing. I got
Like,
absolutely.
I think that
really
is totally
wanted to
fair
argue with you and make you raise it, but it's like man's got a point.
Yeah,
I think Shai has really kind of summed it up in a good way. He is super cool, but they never really get into why. It is kind of like it's just sort of like there's this ultimate badass, and you kind of see how he falls, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, but where did he come from to begin with? Can we have all of that? Also, the fall is by the end of the Horus Heresy, with like the grand scope of all of that. There's very little of Horus like at his best to really appreciate because of how quickly the story moves into, and then Erebus was a little shit. And then, and then from that point on, it's just like, oh, he's gone. He's getting increasingly erratic and evil, even in a universe full of evil. Okay, cool.
it's like they're riding on the coattails of the fact that he is Mr. Heresy, and like not developing him because it also doesn't matter. I don't know. I think, I'm sure eventually they would do something about his childhood or whatever, but they don't need to because it doesn't matter. I don't know. And he's so hated, I wonder if people would even read it. They would read it. Who am I kidding? They would read it.
And it doesn't really get much more exciting than that for him.
But kind of like we said, it almost doesn't matter where he came from.
I hate this photo.
Because his upbringing is going to have no bearing on his story. Like, the whole reason he goes traitor is because he gets stabbed with funky little poison knife. So everything up until that point almost doesn't matter. Like, it's not really going to add anything to his story other than, yep, he was the perfect boy that we thought he was, and then funky little chaos poison knife made him go cuckoo bananas.
There's nothing really to add
Yeah, there's nothing to add. His story has been told, and it's not that much. Man, I hate that I now have a horrible opinion of Horus.
It's interesting. Like, Horus might be interesting to learn about with how he treats other brothers and that kind of thing, but but the most important part about Horus, the heresy, has there's nothing with his character that adds to it, so I don't like him.
Yeah.
I hate how you've influenced my opinion on Horus.
Well, it's all right.
Because it all makes sense. It all makes sense. I can't argue any of it.
All right. After Horus.
What
are we at right now? 16? No, 17, right?
17. The best 17. Boy. The best boy.
17.
We already talked about the best boy. Oh.
Lorgar.
Lorgar.
Yep. Okay.
Kirioth, this is you.
Okay. Lorgar is an interesting one. He wasn't super killy. No beating the crap out of kicking the crap out of an Avatar of Cain doesn't count. Even Crots can do it. And was in fact fairly weak as far as Primarchs go. However, he wrote both the Lectitio Divinitatis and the Book of Lorgar, which respectively created both Imperial cult and Chaos cult, marking both the Emperor and Chaos as gods to worship, kicking off the biggest human conflict in galactic history. Ultimately, he is responsible for more deaths than YouTube armed robbery pranks, albeit indirectly. Wow. So, while he is tied to death on an unimaginable scale, since he wasn't personally into chopping people, I can't give him S tier. Very strong A tier for sure.
I'm so glad those YouTube prank videos have stopped. Oh my god. I'm so glad. Oh, Jesus. But yeah.
I think I agree with that. Yeah. He really, whether he meant to or not, when he definitely didn't mean to, played both sides there, didn't he?
He did. I don't know how I would rank Lorgar as a streamer or VTuber, because he would be very preachy and be like, oh, chaos is the way and the gods. That's not exactly a good streamer thing to be, though.
True.
There aren't Christian streamers, period, because anytime there's a Christian streamer, everybody's like, why are you pitching religion to me? That's not why I'm on the platform. And usually most people's stream rules are, don't bring up religion because it's so divisive. So I kind of think he would be a trash streamer, actually, and he'd probably get kicked. I don't know about kicked, but everybody would kind of just hate him. So I'd probably put him in C tier, yeah, maybe F actually, because preachy VTubers, just preaching about anime in general, kind of is whatever. But when you start going off on religious tangents about who you should worship and who you should follow, I think Lorgar would make a shit just streamer. In general.
That's true.
I love how you went from C to F immediately.
Yeah,
he
didn't even
I looked at C and it was
bypass D.
Dorn, and it's I don't think Lorgar's that. I think Lorgar's maybe a little worse than that. If we're looking at him like he was a preachy religious streamer, that is you don't like it. Don't like it.
Yeah, that's fair. No one wants to get preached at when they're trying to just relax and eat whatever they've ordered.
No one likes to be told who they should worship. That's a bad
that
vibe,
is so
Lorgar.
true.
Get off Twitch,
that
you
is
heathen.
So true.
Are there any religious tanks back in the day?
Yeah, religion is typically not a good topic of conversation unless it's just the streamer. Well, I mean, I guess if you have a non-divisive opinion and you simply state that you believe in a certain religion or something, I think probably that's okay. But or having maybe educational conversations, but it's really risky and something that I wouldn't recommend doing. I think most of the people who are openly religious on the internet make YouTube videos and they hit a very targeted audience and everyone else doesn't like them. So
I'm just trying to think
he literally just transforms into the Crusade.
I thought it just turns into a cathedral. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I guess maybe battering rams in the Crusade. They're not really tanks, are they? He's got to be low. He's got to be low on the list because I feel most of the real estate on whatever tank he turned into would be taken up by church organ pipes. I mean, basically, is that a roaming chapel? What is that?
The roaming chapel.
That might be him. It might be him.
Chapel on wheels.
Yeah, just a church on wheels. Not even any
church
guns.
on wheels.
Just a church on wheels. I mean, we could be really uncharitable and say that he's a church on wheels, which puts him ultra low F. Or we could say the Exorcist that the Sisters of Battle get, but that is an Imperial tank.
Yeah.
And Chaos don't have anything like it. So would he even want to become that? I think he'd probably be happier to be a church on wheels, honestly.
Hey, if you were towing that church on wheels, would you be a holy driver?
Mr. Electric.
Oh,
Skinny
shy.
dive.
For like this, okay.
Mr. Electric, spin him around all silly like.
Spin around all silly like. Okay, fine, that's a -2. But
Right,
listen,
that's-
Holy Diver, great song, right? You've been gone too long in the Midnight Sea.
You know, this might be divisive. I actually want to put Lorgar in S.
I know you do.
I
That
really,
doesn't
But that's
surprise
because
me
it's
at all,
because
dude.
it's the correct choice. So,
I really, really like
Yeah.
Lorgar. He's such a shithead, and he's such a good villain. Like I don't like him. I don't like him as a character, but I really like him as just a bad guy. He's got really interesting reasons. His rationale is fascinating.
He's written well,
He's-
it sounds.
Like Guilliman said that one thing is like he's quick to anger, like a child, and I think I kind of agree with him. And yeah, it's like it's almost. And if I'm being,
I mean, yeah.
once you
Yeah,
read,
Yeah. As far as like a character and a villain, I don't hate that you want to put him in S.
it
makes
feels like
sense.
his justification for joining the side that he joined, for me,
Oh yeah,
personally,
so
is-
justified for him.
it's better than Horus's. Like that might be a bit controversial in and of itself, but like the way that he was treated, and like the success rate that the word bearers had before they were shamed, it's like it was going well. It was working, and he was the most devoted of all of them. And then he got punished for it. And it's like, well, what do you think is going to happen after you do that? It's like another example of the Emperor being just outright awful at managing his own general slash
Very
son.
true, very
But
true.
Lorgar starts out like maybe misguided but pure, and then just ends up being this incredible architect of just chaos and pain and madness, and it's great.
The Imperium broke him.
Yeah.
I wish Horus had that actually. Like if they were gonna retcon a story, retcon that stupid poison knife and put like a really interesting story like that in for Horus as to why he broke and decided to go rogue. Anyway.
Yeah, I love Horus. He's just not Horus. I said Horus. I love Lorgar. I hate Horus. I love Lorgar. If Horus had a
We knew what he
monarchical
meant.
situation, it would be different.
Yep.
Watching his Jerusalem get burned to the ground, sanctioned by his father, snapped him.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Also,
I think
he
that's
also
fair.
had, character development with his years of parental abuse that he suffered.
Oh shit.
Like there's actual development to him. So good up for Lorgar.
Yeah, I now I kind of wish that they'd retcon Horus's backstory and give him his
What
own
backstory?
monarchy. That's true.
add
You'd have to
one in.
have a story to retcon it. Right?
I think it just proves that really Lorgar is the main character of the heresy.
Yeah.
I don't hate that opinion. I do not hate that opinion. All right, I got a 1 in 3 chance, right?
Yep. Which one is it? Tell us now.
It's Vulkan.
Nice.
Let's go!
Nailed
I thought
it.
you were gonna say, screwed it up. Let's go, Vulkan. Hell yeah. Whose turn is it to read? Mine? Kirioth's?
I think it's mine.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see here. Vulkan. He is almost doomed to be locked into F tier due to his inherent niceness and aversion to brutal, senseless murder. He also died more times than any other Primarch aside from maybe Angron, which lowers the score considerably.
Damn.
However, burning a child alive has to count for something, so E for Eldar child for you, Vulkan.
Oh my god.
Wow. All right. Yep. Gotta lean into that Eldar child burning, right? You gotta do it. Even though he felt real bad about it. Yep.
Still did it though, didn't he?
He did. He still did it. He still did it. I think Vulkan would be a pretty good VTuber streamer. You know, he's a good guy. He'd give good dad energy. Really good dad energy.
Yeah?
He'd probably have kind of a scuffed model that maybe wasn't the best, didn't have a lot of toggles, but everybody would come for like his personality and like even though he's got like that dad energy, they'd be like, yeah, but I don't really want to mess with this guy either. Like he's one of those people that's like, oh yeah, he's always nice, and then it's like when you see him mad, it's like, oh god, he's terrifying. So yeah, I think he'd be
I love those
A.
people.
High A dad streamer. He'd be like that that grandpa that plays COD and is like a retired
That's
Navy
incredible.
sniper, where he's like really wholesome but he's like he will dome the out of you no matter where you are on the map.
I sometimes see like little, videos
love
of this
that.
old guy who plays Battlefield, and he's like I think he's like a retired sniper or something. And he
That's probably what it is. I don't know
Yeah.
my military game. Sorry.
I remember specifically that person. Maybe you saw it on your feed as well. So
Yeah, my YouTube shorts. He shows up all the time. I don't know how he ended up there, but yeah.
I
it's
love
very
that.
Yeah. I feel like Vulkan would give that energy.
Definitely.
Curio.
I don't.
I mean, something borderline indestructible, right? Something that,
of course.
that has more armor than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon also maybe a little bit heavy on the flamethrowers. Just a little bit. I'm trying to remember what version there was.
A little bit.
Just a little bit heavy on the flamethrowers. I'm trying
he's just a dragon personified, but maybe a little flamethrower.
Yeah, just a tiny bit.
Just a little bit.
Does he just turn into the what is it called? I think it's the Macarius tank that's just got a gigantic flamer on it with a little like, canister of fuel that it tows behind it. I think it's that, and I think that's what he is. I think that's probably what he is. And
Can we just hit it right on the nose and have him turn into like the mecha dragon from Mega Man 2 when you get to Wily's castle? He's like the first boss.
My
and just have him
God.
be like a literal dragon robot.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
It's an old reference. I'm not sure why that was the first thing that came to mind. It's an old
So
one, but I
funny.
think it checks out.
I reckon. Do we do B? Do B? Situational, but useful. I mean, if you want to, melt entire groups of people.
B or A, I think is pretty good. I feel like tank wise, from strength, you could put him in an A, but from like flamethrowers being your main option for armament, you could put him in B.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I feel like that's fair.
High B.
High B. All right.
What's that show where they build robots that have like swinging hammers that come from the top? I feel like he could have one of those too.
Robot Wars. Oh wait, no, BattleBots for you.
Yeah. And have the big old friggin' hammer that's. I feel like he'd have one of those too.
What is it called? A Shremek, a self-writing mechanism. Why do I remember that? That show hasn't been on in this country.
That's
Since, I
crazy.
believe like 1999.
Oh my
Still know what that's
God.
called. That's bad.
You know what, Vulkan, I might be hypocritical for saying this because Vulkan, I put Perturabo in B because it's mainly just like people like him for all of his petulance, but the background of him isn't too great. I feel like the exact same situation is there with Vulkan, but I just like him a little bit more, so I'm putting him in the bottom of A. I'm just
Okay.
I'm just okay with it. I can be a total hypocrite here, and I'm okay with it. Perturabo and I think Vulkan have the exact same issue, which is, there's not as much lore regarding them as I'd like. And I think Perturabo maybe is a little bit more interesting. Vulkan does have a bit more class. And so I think he's fine in A. He's fine in A.
Respectable.
Bottom of A.
Okay. Yeah.
Respectable.
Yeah, he's Vulkan.
He's a perpetual. Whatever.
All right. Corax.
The robot wars are still going. That's crazy. Thank you guys for explaining the video. He gets A for the scene where he gives Dorn a hug. Oh man. Huh.
Let's we've been recording for 2 hours. Let's round this shit out.
Holy shit.
Oh
have
wow,
we?
who really?
All right.
That's how you know it's good when you're talking to 2 hours. Like that's when you know that your relationship is genuine. When you're talking to people for multiple hours and you think it's been 30 minutes. This has to be like the longest podcast they've done because they're genuinely enjoying the banter and everyone's opinion and what they're saying about it. So much so that they didn't realize it'd been 2 hours of recording. That's how you know, like, you guys are real ones. Mm-hmm.
Good luck editing this, Shy.
DK, you're up.
Corax, as the man of the people and freedom fighter, he's not really that great at mass murder, unfortunately. He got his ass kicked the hardest, and his legion was almost wiped out during the drop site. He is mainly master of sabotage, psychological warfare, and subterfuge, and in many ways very curse-coded, just with less ketamine.
Oh my
no
God.
disrespect to the man, but he is a depressed punching bag who ran away into the warp because he was too sad. Men will literally go to space hell instead of going to therapy. D tier on the kill meter.
10 out of 10, Shy.
I feel that. I can understand that one.
10 out of 10,
no,
Shy.
I'm with you on that one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How would he do I don't think he would do well as a streamer. I think he would try it out for a little bit.
Boring.
Yeah.
Well, so I think he would be boring, and then he wouldn't get any views, and that would make him super sad, and he would just stop streaming and just go sit in a hole somewhere.
Oh,
yeah.
So if
That's
Ricky
relatable,
is
though.
Magnus, then Corax is me. Okay. We've got a hierarchy.
You've made it clear.
That's so relatable.
Not the
Holy
road I was
shit.
expecting it to go down. Yeah, Shy sad boy
Holy
streamer, but he
shit.
breaks down every time someone tells him that he sucks. Yeah, if
Oh.
someone critiqued him at all, he'd be like, "Fine, I'm ending my stream. You guys go. I'm never
Mood,
coming back."
mood.
But yeah, he would just get very down on himself because he didn't have any views, and he would just go, "No, I'm quitting. Fuck it, I'm out of here. I'm never coming back unless somebody
God.
says they want me."
I
So maybe
Such
like
a
F.
mood.
He's probably an F streamer.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
imagine-
because nobody likes sad streamers. Like, if you're just sad all the time, nobody likes you. You know what I mean? As a streamer, like once in a blue moon, or maybe as a gimmick or something. But if you're just sad all the time, no one's gonna come talk to you.
Imagine he's probably an F tank as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what would even...
The treads are just on backwards, so he can always
Oh
run away.
my God.
I'm gonna say he's still land based, but he has got rocket propulsion, but it's not helpful. It doesn't actually achieve anything. It just makes him go a bit faster until he runs into something. Also, given that they control themselves, they're piloting their own vehicles because they are them. I'm gonna say that the second he gets stuck, he's out. He's a liability at that point. He doesn't want to play anymore. He doesn't want to be on the battlefield. He got stuck in a trench, and now he's just having a sulk, and he's just refusing to help. So, solid F tank.
Hell
Believe
yeah.
it. Believe it.
Hell
This
yeah.
poor
Corax
guy.
is to me like a final. I'm trying to keep it mostly pretty even in terms of the tier list. I probably put Corax also in C tier. Probably top though. Top of C, maybe bottom of B. Top of C, bottom of B, give or take. Corax is fine. He's not particularly fascinating. He's got some, I like his. They really need to go more into the freedom fighter thing. They really need to go more into the we're here to really rise up against our oppressors and kind of go against the go a little bit harder in the hypocrisy that he's part of the Imperium, but he also wants to be rising up against the oppressors. Because there's a little bit good of hypocrisy you can kind of mess around with in there, but it's okay.
I just like the way the Raven Guard look.
They do look very cool.
Yeah, their aesthetics are really cool.
I love my giant jump packs, man. You put a giant jump pack on your chapter and you got me.
Their
It doesn't even
aesthetics
matter
are
if you're,
very
the worst
cool.
of the worst and you just genocide everything you come across. If you got a sick jump pack, I'm on board.
All that matters is they have a sick jump pack.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Tall
Hell
Jesus is
yeah,
my favorite
brother.
Gundam. That's all you need to know.
Fair. Even I understand that.
Oh, thank God. I'm
I
making
don't.
anime references that Bricky gets. I am on my
You've made
game.
I don't
two
get
anime
it.
references that involve
90s
mechs.
anime.
Yeah. Mechs. All right,
Fair
let's round this shit out. Alpharius.
Alpharius.
Oh,
Okay.
Alpharius is the last one. Okay, I forgot that we're ready for the last one. You just didn't see a better non-fatal option? Okay, that's understandable. Sleeping on the sad boy aesthetic, goth boy. Yeah, but you gotta be a cool goth boy. If you're just a sad goth boy, then I don't think you'll do well. But goth boy as an aesthetic does good.
Alpharius and Omegon are kind of interesting with their pursuit of the greater good while rejecting all the morals, but raining snakes ain't quite enough for my taste. They killed a lot of people by causing civil wars, poisonings, assassinations, and other things, but they are very far away from senseless killers in both their sentimentalities and actions, so they ain't welcome in this house, except for the 2,000-point Alpha Legion army I'm building. Shut up. Sadly, we have to send Alfie into the C tier.
Wow, really? Okay, I thought they were gonna be at least a high A with how much, like, shenanigans they cause. But all right, it's your tier list. You use it how you want.
I feel like Alpharius would have like 13 different VTuber models and would only ever use like text to speech, but with various types of other voices.
Oh my god,
like,
so true.
Genders, so that you just have no idea.
So true.
Okay, yes to all of that, but I'm putting Alpharius into S tier for another reason. So everything you said, totally would agree with. Would say that he would have a billion different models. He would probably be really good at games, but the reason he'd be a great streamer is because Alpharius would be the kind of guy that would absolutely view-bot his own stream and do like the embed stream hack, so it like
god,
he might only have like 3 actual viewers, but the view count shows like 20 million people are watching, and everybody would be very impressed. But he would do it so good that it would fool Twitch, and even Twitch would pay him ungodly amounts of money.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I think Alpharius would be a successful view-botting douchebag streamer that is somehow successful.
So funny.
I kind of see it, yeah.
He would dox
he would definitely dox and swap people who talk shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just view botting. You'd be like, oh really?
But they'd never be able to dox him back.
And frame someone else to make it look like they'd done it. As well.
He would pin it on someone else.
He gets someone else cancelled.
And he would just get all of his. He would just he'd make a bunch of clones that are actually watching the stream, so it didn't look like he was view botting.
He's the one who bullies Corax off the platform.
It's required to have the entire Alpha Legion watch the stream as part of their training.
Yeah.
In their like Space Marine headset, you know, with all the displays, the stream is always in the corner. When you turn on the helmet, the stream just goes live.
Picture within picture.
Yeah, picture in picture, exactly.
Yeah, VPN sponsor for sure, for sure.
Would he become 2 tanks, Kirioth?
Oh, 100%. I reckon probably this might be the worst thing that I can think of that is also the most apt. Is he not just the tumbler from The Dark Knight, where if it crashes, suddenly there's actually another vehicle inside all along? The job can continue.
That's clever. Yeah.
Can jump about a bit. You know, you never know where he is or what's happening, despite the fact that it's a massive vehicle with a jet engine on the back of it. But if things go wrong, just unleash the bike, carry on as though nothing happened. It's shenanigans all the way down with that vehicle. I feel like it's the most appropriate.
I agree. I see it.
On an actual battlefield, though, kind of bad. So
yeah, and then even when people see it, the guy's like, "Oh, I saw your creation out there pancaking cars," and it's like, "Oh, are you really gonna blackmail Alpharius?"
Yeah. So as a choice,
good luck.
Good. It's gonna be D, because on a battlefield not great, but for shenanigan purposes, it would be all the way up there.
We do love shenanigan purposes.
We do. Holy shit. We all have our respective tier lists. We've done it.
To end mine up real quick, he goes in B, the most B of all Bs. He's hidden, sneaking around directly in the middle of the entire tier list. In all actuality, Alpharius has some really fun stuff, but at the same time, in order to maintain the are they, aren't they, maybe are they, maybe not, what's going where, like they have to keep that up, and because they have to keep that up, it makes it a little bit like annoying to actually like give them any real lore, because it all can be bullshit.
True.
So you don't really get a whole lot of actual intrigue sometimes because of that reason. So
yeah,
it's fine. It's
I
not
think that's
great,
fair.
but it's perfectly fine. And I think perfectly fine is enough. Is enough.
Yeah,
A B it is.
He is indeed the most B of all Bs.
Yeah, I see.
You just don't know. Yeah.
All right, and 2 hours later, that is our tier list.
Oh man! And here I thought this was gonna be a relatively quick episode where it was just like bang, 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 and nope.
Not when you have four tier lists in one.
We technically did 4 separate tier lists in video.
We did
instead of just all of us discussing where the Primarchs go on a general one list. That would have been
too easy. Stream would run 24/7 because you keep rotating who's running it. Honestly, yeah, true. Shy has a video on Adric. I should watch it. Yeah.
Basically did 4 tier lists, one being a serious bricky one, a shy murder list, a tank list, and a how did they do his fucking V2.
I'll be honest, I felt like the premise of mine fell apart almost immediately.
Same.
But he knew so much about tanks.
If I'm being honest.
We did. Sorry, Kyria.
I did my best.
You did better than I could have done.
Given your off-the-cuff topic, I think you did rather well salvaging that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. No, it should be totally good. As far as I'm concerned, I'm fine with all the ones we did so far. I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
I'm feeling all right.
Yep. Actually a little tired, but 2-hour recording sessions will do that to you.
Yeah,
but
it's true.
I'm cool with that.
Sorry, viewers. If you were hoping for a normal tier list, you came to the wrong channel.
Come on, be fair.
They got expecting normal content.
Yeah, true.
We
got one.
Normal tier list. They just got 3 extras as well. It's just extras. They just got more, more like they got the definition of more for your money.
How does it feel to be the normal one for a change, Bricky?
Someone had to do it.
Shy.
Wait, for a
they got mine in 3 weird ones.
For a change.
Yeah, for a change,
I feel like in the average, you know what? Screw it. It's fine.
Everyone is like, I just want to go.
I want to get out of here. I need to go. I need to go eat food. There's your
actually me
list.
too.
Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you left
me
unsatisfied.
Too. It's 10 p.m. and I haven't had dinner. Oops.
I hope you have a good rest of your day at least.
They have it at the end. That's funny. Yeah, that was a good one.